What's good, my peopleizations? What's good? What's good? What's goody, my peopleizations? Let's talk about it. So there's a lot of reports out there that former WBC American Heavyweight World Champion, former Olympic bronze medalist, superstar boxer Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is going to get paid for the trilogy match for Tyson Fury, but he's not going to get the fight. And also is Terence Bud Crawford, undefeated, three-division world champion, currently the WBO welterweight world champion. Is he going to take former unified WBC, WBA welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman's advice and go over to the PBC? Let's talk about it today on Blue Blood Sports TV. What's goody, my peopleizations? First things first, wipe your feet before you come inside, and let me greet all my peopleizations as they enter the building. Neil X. Davis, Ray Wallace, Muhammad Arif, Ahmad is Ahmad, Mario Elian Sr., Damian Forster, Ghetto Love, Mike Lawson, Big Lake Show, Benjamin Harrington, The Brothers UK, Train Deuce Deuce, Ketty Peach 504, James, David Scott III, God's Greatest, Black Alpha, Mike Stacy, Mr. Rich, A Stacks, Dub 170, G's Up, Salute, Whatever Man, SNVR7, Kenneth Pinkney, Taquan Savage, my brother, NBA D Nice, Isaiah Jones, Son of Tank, Kelly Johnson, Bolt Up Al, King Swisher, Rex Jamal, Damian Forster, Walnut Park, Donald Favors, Robbie Sanders. Who else we got in the building? Hold on. We got a lot of people in the building. Smash the like button. Hold on. We got Ruck Family Run Up King, Salute the Guru, Emmanuel Pettigrew, Akando Sammy Hassan, Tate Jones, Check Hook, Melvin Bone, Brian Powell, Christian Padilla, Mo Boxing, I Rock, Mr. Henderson, Live Bands, Trent Splan, Tori Beckford. Who we got? Why am I missing people? I'm missing people. What's good with this? Tori Beckford, TB Rice, Andrew Body, ABN, Truth Matters, Marcus Fontaine, Kick Science Socially, DeAndre Smith, 7 Trill, Bobby Collins, Robert D. 1022. Yeah, it's jumping around. Joe B, Kenyatta Ali, Troy Allen, Salute. King Said So, Andrew Bodie, Charles J, Joe B, Kenyatta Ali, Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., Set the Tone Blast, Daniel Ojeda, Jet Ski, Charles J, Tanner Boy, Adonis Moore, Charles J, Wifley Beef 04, Salute to my brother Ahmad is Ahmad in that super chat. We got Craig Bennett, John Lejean, King Said So, Tim TV 212, Make Us, Fontaine, The Guru, my brother Bish B Megastar, Amin Rod, Peace of Blessings, Ashe, Oz the D, Big Walt Park, King James, and Still TV, Mark Ambrose, Yesa Yashua 84, Ratchet since 91, Lawrence Willis, Kirk Jordan. Who else we got? That's so salute to my peoples. Dante Watkins, Michael Chavez, Mark Miller, Mikey Thompson. Smash the like button as you come in. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Demetrius Hall. We have Johnny Q. Salute. Terrell Barnes. Salute. Mano Lansky. Salute. Charles Dothert. Salute. Greenmount Avenue. Charles Shorts. TJ Sports and Entertainment. Salute. Salute to all my peopleizations. Ty Smith. Anthony Maynard. Salute. Catch you as you come in. But yes, we got 300 people here. Let's smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Coach's Show, Dry Erase Board. Orlando Palmer, salute. Ty Smith, Marcus Luck, Akando Sammy Hassan, Adewale M, Amari Antiquity, salute. Davian Lattimore, salute. Jashawn Giles, my brother, salute. Kyle Brown, salute. Dane Watson, salute. So let's get into this. Apparently, the reports are that Deontay Wilder. Now, I haven't reached out to Deontay Wilder. Haven't reached out to Team Wilder. Just going off basically off the reports right now. Right, Hugh DeBlock, salute. Anthony Williams, salute. And the reports are that Deontay Wilder will win the mediation. But Scott Birmingham, salute. Mr. Bluist 01, salute. But the mediation is not for him to get the trilogy match. Main event Mark, my brother, salute. the mediation is for Deontay Wilder to get paid the money that he was owed. Old head Deuce FBT, salute to you, King. The money is for Deontay. It is for Deontay has won the mediation, but he will not get the trilogy match. And according to sources that tell me that he will get guaranteed the winner of Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Mr. Salute. Wendell Wright, salute. And he will get the money. Geo James Khalil 98, Kevin Patton, Chris Graham, salute. Now, again, I have not reached out to Deontay Wilder. I'm just talking about what everybody's coming to me with. AJ Johnson, salute. Jeff Banks, salute. So everybody's coming to me and they're asking me, what about this to talk about this part. Ahmad is Ahmad, my brother in the super chat, salute to you, King. KD the GOAT, salute. AB's replacement, the second replacement dropped out. Wave Runner Lay, salute. Now he's looking for another replacement. Dion Folks, Easy Lewin, Boxer TV, salute. Scant Rants, Mo 2013, Damian Forster, salute. Alan Elbert, salute my brother in the super chat. He said, no, Bud ain't going to the PBC because Bud issue is bigger than boxing. Ain't hard to tell, bro. I know the science of life. All of us ain't us. Yep. Peace of blessings to you, King. You already know. My brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell, Jerron Purtle, salute. So, Kevin Patton, salute. Money in the Ghetto, Briam James Jones, salute. Paul Sutherland, salute. So, Jose Juarez, Brian White, salute. Smash the like button. We got 500 people. Let's get 500 likes. Smash the like button. Burgess Meredith, salute, my brother, in the super chat. I mean, in the building. My brother Chris Graham in the super chat. Once a cheat, always a cheat. Hey, Shogun 76, salute. Paul Sutherland, Calvin Johnson, salute. Lamont Kuza, salute. Francione Arcilia, salute. Terry Smoot Jr., salute. So, what I got? Jeremy 2684, Gene Thompson, salute. Fly High 89, salute. Little Scrappy, my brother, salute. Mark Wonderly, salute. Xavier Mose, Robin Montgomery, Marcus Priest, salute. Gene Thompson, salute. So, from the news that I'm receiving, the sources that are telling me, and I haven't confirmed this with Wilder, Team Wilder, or anybody else involved. I'm just simply going off of what people are talking about. Combo Breaker 99, Eugene Aaron III, Derek Demps, salute. Easy Baby 1988, salute. Train Deuce Deuce, salute. Kim Ford Alexander, salute. Picasso, salute. Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Michael Ray II, Don Ron, salute. Urian Carter, salute. According to what I'm being told, Cedric Walker, Andrew Randolph, Albert Spears, salute. That the mediation, the judges will favor in Deontay Wilder's favor, right? But he will, OG Swag, my brother, salute. Andrew Bendoff, salute. He will get paid the money that he was supposed to get paid for the trilogy match, but he won't get the trilogy match. Now, what I'm being told is, Big Tony, salute. There's two opponents on the table. I'll make a video about that and talk about that another time. There's two opponents that's being rumored to be on the table. Philip Cruz, salute. Joshua Sawyer, salute. Crashman, salute. For him to face off against Kondo Sammy Hassan, my brother, salute. Wilder still can get his get back if Fury beats AJ. Oh, for sure. Lloyd Roker, salute. Now, what I'm being told is that he will win the mediation and get paid, but he won't get the fight. Tyson Fury, Tony TV, salute. Kiri Wiggins, salute. Now, this is not, again, let me inform you guys. This is not set in stone. This is what's being reported. Okay? Syndicate J, Mr. Finesse, OG Swag, The Batman, salute. Donald Outlaw, salute. Terry Morgan, salute. Trey Dennis, Bobby Jude, Thomas Blackstar, salute. Scant Rant, salute. King Boxing Talk, salute. This is not set in stone. This is simply what's being reported. Anything is scheduled to change. We haven't got a conclusion. Clarence C. Charles, Ruttenberg, Reality Inc., salute. Trezen Jefferson, salute. Kieran Wiggins, Talib Cunningham, salute. We can get this subject to change. Oliver Balboa, salute. Barcio, Zionist Nation, salute. These Us GQ, salute. Big Boy D, Urian Carter, Kevin Patone, Xan, salute. Okay, let me get into this. So, Jeremy McCrimmon, salute. What I'm being told is that he'll win the case. I told you guys he was going to win the case, right? The judge is not going to not favor rule in his favor. Larry Ebram Smith, the chosen one, salute. But what I'm being told is that he'll get paid as if he had the trilogy match, but it won't be the trilogy match. Now, Young Glow Gang, salute. Trey Caesar, salute. Deontay Wilder wants the trilogy match. He wants to fight Tyson Fury. Arise 12 Tribe, Jonathan Santiago, salute. I don't know if the judges decided, according to these reports, to say, listen, we'll settle both ways, right? We'll satisfy everybody involved. What we'll do is Mr. T King, Texas, salute. Political incorrect. Stanley Brown, salute. Lifetime Eon, salute. I don't know if the judges say, listen, let's settle both ways. Let's make everybody happy. Let's give him the money he would have missed in the trilogy match, which is going to be $30 million. On the mic, my brother Terence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother Terence Bailey Sr. On the mic with Terence Bailey Sr. Vince Williams, salute. And which is $30 plus million is what I'm being told, that he's going to get $32 million. A-Rod 83 Basio, salute. Tyson Fury will have the fights with Anthony Joshua, but Deontay Wilder is guaranteed the winner of that fight. Now, I don't know how much, truth that is to that, but this is what's being reported. Okay? And you're going to see it running rampant everywhere. It's going to run rampant. It's going to run wild. You understand? Von Nicholas, salute. Okay, Melrose, salute. Shalom to you. Right? It's going to go viral. Michael Ray II. Fury would rather, in the super chat, he said Fury would rather retire than fight Wilder and face the scrutiny if Wilder is in the way. Watch Fury quit. I don't put it past him. Maybe, and it's not. And again, it's not step aside money. You guys have to understand, it's not step aside money. It's what he's due. It's what he's owed. So that would be his purse if they had the trilogy match. So he's not taking step aside money. So people are telling you, are going to report that Deontay Wilder, Billy Bob, salute, decided to take step aside money allowed. No, he didn't decide to take step aside money. This is his purse as if he had the trilogy match, right? That would be his purse as if he had the trilogy match. You understand? Transplame, salute. You have to think. Tyson Fury is not going to want to. Adrian Vett, salute. Brutal, salute. Donald Outlaw, salute. Chantel Hill, salute. He's not going to want to pay Deontay Wilder that amount of money for step aside money. No, he won't do that. Kashif Dixon, salute. I think that if this is the case, if this is true, again, I have not reached out to Wilder. I have not reached out. And again, I'm sure he wouldn't be able to disclose this, right? This is leaks. These are leaks. Vernon Thompson, AO Radio, salute. Terrell Barnes, my brother in Super Chat. It's the same old thing when it comes to us in business. We end up settling short of what we deserve. Well, he's not settling short of what he deserved because this is what his purse would be. So he's not settling short. Now, if you're saying he's settling short to get the purse and the fight, I would agree in that aspect. Cerebral Shadowboxer, salute. So now Sid Hole, salute. But if he's guaranteed, and listen, maybe Dub Blake, Deuce, salute. Let's say he's guaranteed the winner and to get his position back, right? Smash that like button, man. We got 800 people here. Let's get 800 likes. How we only got 350 likes? So let's say this is the case. And maybe there's something in place. And I don't know if this to be true. Again, I have not confirmed this with Deontay Wilder. This is what's running rampant. X-Colder, salute. Zan Colder, salute. And this is what everybody's asking me. And yes, I have sources that did inform me as well. So I don't know who leaked this information or whatever. Southside of Music, salute, right? But there's sources that told me this is the case, right? And that he will get $32 million as if he fought the trilogy match. And then he'll get the winner, but they'll have a 2-fight deal, right? You have to understand there's a lot of money circulating here. Understand this. You understand? And so the judge may have said, listen, okay, we're going to rule in your favor. Came to win, salute. We're going to give you the money, right? They're going to have this undisputed match, right? Black Cloud, salute. I'm completely paraphrasing at this point. They're going to have this undisputed match, and then you're guaranteed the winner. Maybe they have a 2-fight deal, and then he fights the winner of that for undisputed. Black King 215, salute. You understand? But this is what's being reported. is that he will win the mediation, but the mediation, Stormy B man, salute. What? The battery? Wow. Oh, my kids, man. So, salute my brother Stormy B man. Stormy, what's goody with you? Gravy Davy, salute. Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B man. Stu Baby Love TV, salute. Salute to Vince Williams in the super chat. He said, "Facts, Blue. Mainstream media going to claim step aside money. I can hear Max Kellerman now. This is a fact. So I wanted to get ahead of this. Demo 007, salute. Kenneth Howard, salute. If this indeed is the case, Jay Stevens, salute. Okay, smash the like button. We got 800 people. DeAndre Smith, salute. Let's get 800 likes. So with that said, let's get the likes up. Brian New York, my brother, salute. So here's the thing, right? There could be a situation, a deal in place that where if this is the case, then on the back end, min second salute, and then on the back end, when he's guaranteed to fight, if let's say Tyson Fury's the victor, and Tyson Fury decides Victor Rosario, salute, what's going on with you? Let's say he decides that he's the victor and he don't want to fight no more, right? Well then, Deontay Wilder may be able to Dashiki Jones, salute, get some sort of compensation for that. You understand? Knockout Boxing 86 TV, salute, paying the man 32 million to not fight. Garbage. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Renee Bashion, my brother, saluting the super chat. I'm in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashion. I'm looking at the super chat and talking to Renee. Richard Pedigano, salute. So this is what's being talked about. Apparently, Fritz and the Charles, salute. Apparently, this mediation is going to end with Deontay Wilder. All parties win involved. You understand? Stanley Field, salute. Shogun 76, the Diesel, salute. If this is indeed the case, right? All parties involved will be the victor. And he'll eventually get his opportunity to fight again. Maybe it's Joshua that wins. Maybe he fights Joshua, right? Boxer True Serum, salute. It's no coincidence that Joshua come out, Vinny Vincent, salute, and alludes to, I don't know if you guys saw my video, Kieran Wiggins, salute. I don't know if you saw my video, but Joshua comes out and he says, Terrence G, salute. He says that you got to be on the up and up because dudes, they're going, their gloves is not on the up and up, and you got to pay attention and so on and so forth. He put it on the Snapchat, right? So now, Rohit, salute. So now, Sonic Music, salute. Song 6 Music, salute. So now, there's no coincidence. You understand? There's a lot of money in this fight with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. This undisputed match. You understand? Byron Max, salute. PGH Big Dog, salute. Maybe this was the only way for Deontay Wilder to win if this was the case. Juan Fernandez, salute. Right? I have no clue. But what I did tell you is that my sources, which was a judge that was close to the situation, 3 up, 3 down, 10, salute, informed me that Deontay Wilder is going to win the mediation 100%. John Walker, salute. Now, if it was 100% and you saw the WBC came out, Tyson Fury got informed them what's his next move, so on and such. Dub Blake, Deuce, salute. Now I know you guys are gonna want the trilogy match. Martine McCurry, salute. Syndicate J, salute. Mark Johnson, salute. I'm certain, Big Drew, salute. I'm certain that Deontay Wilder did not accept any step aside money to let Tyson Fury go ahead and fight. That didn't happen. Maylot, salute. I don't know what happened in the mediation. I don't understand. I don't understand. Exactly what took place because I'm not privy to that information that deep. You're not going. You understand? It's a different level. Angel Torreblanca, salute. You understand? But I do know that if he stands to make $32 million, that's not step aside money. You understand? That ain't step aside money. That's his full purse. So that's what Canelo gets for a fight. So if he stands to get that, you understand? Renee Bashion, my brother in the super chat, said, "I'm gonna fulfill what you said as as super chat, my guy." Salute to my brother Renee Bashion. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bashion. Hey, salute my brother Gold. We got 900 people and we only got 400 likes. 900 people and we only got 400 likes. Chilltown Major, salute. Anthony Carley, salute. Warning Cautious, salute. Check Cook, salute. 900 people and we got 400 likes. Smash the like button. Unfinished Business 87, salute. OG Swag, my brother in the super chat, said Fury using keep situation with McGregor as a pretext to accuse Wilder of, yep, he gonna point to Khabib when it starts to face for never fighting Wilder again. And that's a strong possibility. Drink more water, my brother. Jamil Allen, salute. So Victor Griffith, salute. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people, and again, this is not set in stone. Big Jag, Stanley Field, salute. Johnny Mosley, salute. This is not set in stone. Derek Collins, salute. This is all being reported. It's all alleged. JB Cool, you understand? Salute. This is all alleged. This is all. This all is subject to change when we get a official announcement that Tyson Fury have to drop the belt, right? Bradford Bassino, salute. There's a lot of moving parts when you're dealing with the sport of boxing. There's a lot of moving parts when you're dealing with the sport of boxing. You understand? I'll say it again. There's a lot of moving parts when you're dealing with the sport of boxing, right? So, Rick Owens, salute. There's a lot of moving parts when you TR, salute. Brian Francis, salute, when you're dealing with the sport of boxing. Now, I personally want to see the trilogy match. I want Deontay Wilder to get the opportunity to rectify his situation. Rasheed Roth, my brother, he said 586. Let's get them likes all the way up. So I expect and I want to see Deontay Wilder get the trilogy match and his pay. Me personally, right? Taylor for Wealth, salute. Boxing Truth Serum, salute. I wanted to see Deontay Wilder get his trilogy match, rectify the situation, have an opportunity to, fight to prove my love. Salute. Salute to my brother Rashid Muhammad in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. That's what I wanted to see. So I'm on board. If this is the case, I want to see him get the trilogy match and get the payout. You understand? Because why would you have to settle for one when you're supposed to be able to get both? Kieran Alexis, salute. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Why, Daniel Milton, salute. Why do you have to settle for one when you should be able to get both? When you should get what you rightfully deserve is both. So that's what I was personally expecting. Marvin Rollins Jr., salute, to get both. You understand? Word Bond, salute. Evil Eye 513, Jetta G1, salute. So if this is the case, right? Pete Davenport, salute. This is not step aside money. Tafita Gazama, salute. You understand? This is definitely not step aside money. This is Deontay Wilder winning the case, but the judge decided, listen, we're going to favor both. We're going to satisfy both parties. We're going to give you the money that you missed out because that have to be, you guys have to understand, that has to be Deontay Wilder's defense in this entire equation. He has to say, look how much money I stand to lose for this trilogy match. You understand? He can't go in there just saying, well, I just want the boxing match. No, he has to have, something. What's the motivation for it? You understand behind this? And so his thing is, look how much money I stand to lose if they are to wiggle around me and don't have to give me the trilogy match. And now you have Tyson Fury like, okay, well, I don't want to give him the trilogy. They're going to go back and forth, tug of war. Now, if the judge say, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're not going to let him lose out on his money. Give him his money. And now you go ahead and you fight him, what you do, and y'all handle the business part. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that Deontay Wilder said, hey, I'm going to accept this. I'm accepting this money and then I'm walking away. No. You guys have to understand that it's a case where, it's a situation where it's the judge more than likely say, okay, we'll satisfy you and we'll satisfy you. Larry Ebron Smith, my brother in the super chat, he said, I don't believe AJ really wants to fight Fury. Fast Eddie is as shiesty as Bob. I tell you what. Anthony Joshua, don't let it go to the scorecard. Sylvester Lewis, my brother in the super chat. Salute. Appreciate you, King. Don't let it go to the scorecards. Mark Johnson, my brother in the super chat, salute. I appreciate you, King. We got 1,000 people in the building. Be that bitch. Peace and blessings, Queen. Jose Villanueva, Word Bond, salute. Ray Mac, salute. So Darren R, salutes. Dwayne Ross, salute. Liam McPherson, salute. So smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. We got 1,000 people. Let's get 1,000 likes. Smash the like button. So, Philip Cruz, salute. Chad 313, salute. You have to understand, this is not a case of Deontay Wilder. See, people are going to make this rollback, salute. And I want to clear this up. Wavy Josh, salute. Wavy Crockett, salute. Because I've witnessed and been in situations, not me personally, but I know people that was in situations like this. And you have to settle at times for what the judge rules. You understand? The judge always don't rule in your favor. K. Etienne, salute. You understand? David Bohannon, salute, my brother. You understand? Brick Squad, salute. Big Snack Pack, my brother, salute in the super chat. The judge is not always going to rule in your favor. You understand? And sometimes you just keep going. Kamel Page, salute. So now you have to, it's because they're going to make it. This is going to be the narrative. Jerry Slaughter, salute. So I'm going to get ahead of it. Trillion of Judah, salute. They're going to make it. Well, he lost. He knew he was going to lose. Sirius Jones, salute. So he accepted step aside money. No. Sometimes you have to accept what the judge set forth to you. If this is indeed the case, Ken Broadwater, salute. You understand? If this is indeed the case, right? Sometimes the judge ruled in down the middle. OG Eric in St. Louis, Jay Stevens, salute. And say Tyson Tango, salute. And say, well, you'll get this and you'll get this and goodbye. Julian Coulton, 86, salute. Jimmy Bernard, salute. You understand? And for them to say, okay, give this man $32 million that he was set to make, because see, that has to be his defense. I'm gonna say it again. He had to go. Raphael Murphy, Israel Morales, salute. Fats Gotti, salute. He had to go into this saying, Stedman Patrick, salute. Well, if they are able to maneuver around me, then I stand to lose. I stand to lose. $40 million. This is why I'm here, because they're affecting my livelihood, and I stand to lose $40 million. 180 Pope, salute. You understand? Salute the South Side. You understand what I'm saying? So Atlantean man, salute. So they could come and so that has to be his leg to stand on when he goes in there. Get Rachel Novick out of here. Get out of here. Goodbye. Rachel Novick, goodbye. Now go watch me from afar, because you're going to continue to watch me. She talking about I'm backtracking. What are you talking about? This is a court system. Some people just let me not even go there. Get her out of here. I don't want to see her. Now you'll watch from afar. You're going to continue to watch too. Twiggy Tone, salute. I'm backtracking. How am I backtracking? I'm not in court. Anthony Jacobs, salute. I'm not in court. How am I backtracking? And furthermore, how many times we see a person go to court and the right people don't win? But you on the other side of the fence, though. That's why you could speak from that. That's why you could speak from that that view, that point of view. That's why. That's why. That's why. JX, my brother in the super chat, said Tyson Fury should lose the belt for playing the card. They had a contract. Imagine Wilder if Wilder did this. It's a fact. But we already know, right? Stu Baby Love TV, my brother in the super chat, it's bigger than the money, Blue Principle, G. Oh, for sure. I want to see. That's what I'm saying. A Reddit scholar, salute. I'm saying this. I want to see the trilogy match, and he's supposed to get both. Why do we have to settle for one? Is what I'm saying. You understand? So some people like her that could come here and say, "Oh, you backtracking." How am I backtracking? No, I'm not backtracking on anything, because he still won. What part? You see, people can't. One main TV, salute. Let me. Yeah, I'm gonna backtrack now. Yeah, because she's gonna continue to watch. You see how that works? So politically incorrect, salute. He said, Blue, mediation is not court. I doubt he got 32 million. Don't doubt it. It's a form of court. It's a form of legal, right? It's there's different forms, right? San Francisco City Slicker, salute. I know y'all probably like, man, why blues? Because certain platforms are very sensitive to certain word. So you have to be very cautious what wordplay you use. Jay Gibson, salute. Joshua Devin, salute. Stu Baby Love TV, my brother in the super chat. I feel blue. Salute, G. Yeah, for sure. So we have to understand, right? Yes, thank you, Woolbag. Right. So it may not be your normal, everyday, there's different situations. At the end of the day, he get his just dues because that's what he's owed. You understand? That's what he's owed. So Lord Khalik, my brother in Super Chat, Wilder sabotaged Mark Breland for a bag that I can't respect, Lord. How you figure? Taylor Bell, salute. See, my peoples, my peoples, my peoples. Yusuf B, my brother, salute. My peoples. What does one have to do with another? So let's just say hypothetically, he decided to take step aside money. Mississippi King, salute. Does that mean the gloves weren't what we saw? Darren R, salute. Does that mean my brother Hardbody J Timo, salute? Does that mean he didn't see what we saw with the gloves? Does that mean that everything was on the up and up now? No. Letchy Puma Skills, salute. Philip Cruz, salute. You understand what I'm saying? No, it doesn't mean that. So his situation with his trainer, what does that have to do with a ruling? Y'all missing the point. Justin Murray, salute. What you if the judge if they're in mediation and the judge or whomever it be says, well, we're going to favor this side and this side. What does that have to do with the actual things that took place? Nothing. How many times you watch the news? We watch TV every day. Kyrie Randall, salute. How many times you see a ruling that we know is not correct? I mean, especially here in the States. How many times you see a ruling that you know is not correct? And you have video evidence that says otherwise, and the ruling still goes the opposite way. So does that mean that well, you wasn't, oh, you accepted this or you accepted that? No. You could only go off of what the higher ups Lee Dre Stevens, salute. You can only go off of what the higher ups rule. Period. And just hope you're on the right side of the ruling. Will Latimer, salute. Zen Lit, salute. T Plums 101, my brother, salute. He said, Khalik, what is he even talking about? So what he's trying to say is that him accepting the ruling essentially and getting paid for it is him essentially saying, well, you know what, uh he fired Mark Breland for no reason. Jeffrey Amaro, salute. Well, y'all, listen. If this is the case, because let me say this again, we don't know this to be factual. We have to wait for the official ruling. These are just the reports that's going to come out, and we know Antonio Gonzalez, salute, that what the narrative will be. Fred Robbins, salute. So I'm just getting ahead of it for y'all. CKO, salute. So you get people, see, you immediately got somebody coming here, Southpaw Boxing Media, salute, coming here saying, see, now you're backtracking. How could I backtrack? What are you talking about? See, guess what? I don't even know if I say this, but my family was personally on the wrong side of rulings. that we know was wrong. And then they came back and said, well, here go $5 million. Well, if I was wrong, why would you pay me? If Deontay Wilder's wrong, T-Rock, Coach Burrow, salute, then why would they pay him? Pookie Bear 97, salute. Bohannon React, salute. So you see, you get people coming here talking about, now you're backtracking. What am I backtracking off of? What did I backtrack off of? Texas Bulldog Boxing, salute. What did I backtrack off of? I didn't backtrack off of anything. Sometimes you get in a situation where they'll say, you know something? We'll just call down the middle. We satisfy you, goodbye. Justin McGee, salute. Well, maybe you, but see, a lot of people won't understand that because they've never been in these types of situations. So they can't view it through my lens. I can view it through my lens because I can see it from both spectrums around the world. Salute. See, I lost my uncle in 1984 and I lost my grandfather in 1977. And I think everybody here already understands where I'm coming from. And my grandmother, well, you know, everybody settled. Doesn't rectify anything. I'm just saying. Creep stick, salute. So with that said, that's where this is at, and so obviously people are going to spin it and they're going to tell you, well, Deontay Wilder took step aside money, so to let Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight. That's not true. So, and again, you're going to hear these narratives and you're going to hear so many different things where people are going to say, well, it was this because he took this step aside money and let them fight. Well, because he was wrong, because he did let the contract expire. This is what you're going to hear. Miami Snoopy 305, salute. Gabriel McGee, salute. And the reason you're going to hear this is because that was where they was leaning anyway. Tax, salute. Are y'all understanding? People already didn't want this to begin with. So they was already leaning that way. My brother, Barbershop Conversations, my brother Fred in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Barbershop Conversation, my brother Fred in the building. What's good with you, King? So, and man, and salute to Fred for sparking all this. And forcing people to dig deep with his interview with Bob Arum, because that's what happened. Fred sparked both these conversations, which caused people to dig deep in the situation with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and the Keith Thurman, Terence Crawford situation. H-Town 713, salute. Big Nick 32, salute. That's what happened. So salute to Fred for sparking these conversations, because that's exactly what he did. He got the ball rolling. And so him getting the ball rolling, it got people to want to look into this and want to look into that. And we are where we are right now. Right? And so with that said, smash the like button, get the likes up. Let's get the likes to 1K right now. Smash that like button. We got 1,000 people in here. Let's get 1,000 likes. Smash the like button. So with that said, yeah, we got 1,000 people. Let's get 1,000 likes. My brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation, Reggie Owens. So one shy salute. So with that said, you're going to get a lot of people now that I'm sure people are going to be disappointed because you want to see the trilogy match. I do too. I'm sure Deontay Wilder, if this is indeed the case, once again, Wilder has not confirmed this. Philly Miz 215, salute. Dean Cloud, salute. Remember, they said that they were moving on from Wilder and they were fighting December 5th. They had a date. They had a fighter. Everything was set. And what happened? It didn't happen. So before we quit, in Jamaica, salute. Before we go and we quick to just stamp this as done deal. We got to let it still play out. B&B Boxing, salute. He said that's not Fred. Michael James 616, salute. Timothy Generous, salute. Larry Abram Smith, my brother in Super Chat. The judge can award damages sufficient to make the damaged party whole. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, Larry Abram Smith, exactly. African French poet, salute. Arise 12 tribes, salute. And that's what I'm trying to say is that, B&B Boxing News, salute. Everybody, G Harper, salute. Everybody there's going to be people that's going to be cheering. Like, obviously, we have this young lady that watches me every day and come here happy, right? See, but don't know it's not even official. Arlene Cunningham, salute. Don't even know it's not even official. Quick, just happy. See, now you're backtracking. How am I backtracking? What did I backtrack off of? Smooth Groove Boxing, Rampage Jackson, salute. Did anybody hear me backtrack? What did I backtrack off of? Dwayne Fuller, my brother in the Super Chase said, Blue, how's it going, my brother? What's the latest in boxing news? Well, the reports are that Deontay Wilder, Tay Brown, peace of blessings, Queen, has won the mediation, but Devin Blocker, salute. You're seeing 007, salute. But they are going to pay him out, and according to reports, he won't get the trilogy match. He won't have the fight, but he'll get the money. As if he did have the fight. Young World, salute. Ambrose Dotson, salute. So it's like he'll get the payout as if he did go through with the fight, but he ain't gonna have the fight. But according to what I'm being told is that he'll get 32 million for it, and then he'll get the winner of Joshua, guaranteed. While the Joshua Fury, obviously he has to have some fights to stay active, and then it'll move forward from there. This is what's being reported. Mark Johnson, my brother in Super Chat, said black fighters should drop the WBC belt. I agree with you. Let me tell you something about that, Mark Johnson. I saw a boxer yesterday, and I'm not going to say his name, obviously. Hamilton Steele, salute. I'm not going to say his name, right? But I saw a boxer yesterday was doing an interview. And, listen, there's a reason why certain boxers will do certain interviews with certain platforms, right? Because it's comfort, right? So I saw this particular boxer say, Joe Kelly, salute. I'm not going to say his name because, clearly he didn't want this to be. I don't know why he said it on the interview, but he said the way the sanction bodies are being moved or doing stuff, he disagrees 1,000%. Lawrence Williams, my brother, salute. No, it wasn't Demetrius Andre, but this is another boxer. I'll tell you, Lawrence, but I don't want to say his name. So he says he don't like the way the sanction body's moving. He don't like none of it. But then he says, Birdman, salute. He says, but I'm not going to get into that because I'm still active and I still need to have a relationship with the sanction bodies. So I'm not going to get into that until my career is over. Huh? So this James Herron, salute. It just, that confirmed to me. I'm like, so when he said that, it was more confirmation like, y'all know what, so they know that what we speak here and people telling the truth, Naughty Cat, Crash, salute, that this ain't on the up and up. But you don't want to say nothing. J604, salute. You don't want to say anything because it may affect you. These boxers, listen, I want to say this to the boxers. You step in the ring, it's just you, your opponent, and the referee. That is it. If you guys got on the same page as a fraternity, as a group, because it's a small family, it's a small group, and you got on the same page, you run the sport. You are there is no boxing without the boxers and the fans. When are people going to realize that? Torrance Stanley, salute. AJ X9, salute. 6 Flocka 102, salute. Chef Curry, salute. I don't understand that. Felicia Williams, salute. So I'm like, Huh? When I heard that, and guess what? Once again, they'll make it, hey, Blue Blood said this. No, this came from an active young boxer that did an interview just yesterday. I'm not going to say his name because clearly he's worrying about his reputation. So he didn't want to put that information out there. But he clearly alluded to it's all types of things going wrong. But then he goes and says, but I don't want to get into that because I'm still active. Mark Seabury, salute. Taylor Bell, my brother in Super Chat. It's like civil lawsuit. The victim or the plaintiff gets a payment. When defendant Fury is found guilty, the haters are going to twist the storyline. This is a fact. Boxing Trash, salute. This is a fact. Oh, Stokes, salute. I don't get it. So instead of everybody wanting to correct what's incorrect, they'll just. So this is the mindset. EJ Love, salute. And I'm sure No Slack 504, salute. This is the mindset. It's like, as long as it don't happen to me, I'm good. Wow. Nathaniel Weathers, salute. Wow. That's how I look at it. It's happening. You see it happening to somebody else, but as long as it's not with you, it's okay. It's okay. Alberto Soto, salute. But then Leopoldi Parker, salute. Robert, salute. But then Antonio Gonzalez, salute. But then something happens, like the situation with Patrick Day, and everybody's sending out their well wishes. How? A Kinetic, salute. Solar, salute. Because when you see something, you don't say something. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Instead of understanding what your worth is, Deshaun Johnson, salute. Understanding your worth, how about getting together and telling everybody, listen, man, we can't have this in the sport no more. We can't have this, we can't have that. Let's come together, man, and let's make a change. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Because clearly, it's people not agreeing. Lawrence Noon, salute. JT, my brother in Super Chat, he said, what happened to Fury saying he'd never pay Wilder a dime for a step aside so he could punish him? Fury could make 2 paydays, but rather make 1. And this is what I'm saying. Roy Jones Jr., salute. He said there's no trilogy. So this is what I'm saying, right? LaJessica Burton, peace of blessings. Stan Swish, salute. Brian Corbett, salute. 88 Sports Talk, salute. Toro Salsa, salute. So this is what I'm saying. It's like, when you got to look at it from this standpoint, be that bitch, peace and blessings, queen. When you look at it from this standpoint, like the brother just said, Anon Israel, salute. One guy said, I would never do this, and the other guy said he want this, and so you have the mediation, and they say, okay, we got to come to a common. Mediation is somebody that could help y'all come to an agreement. Does that? It does. OBJ, salute. Does everybody understand that? That's for everybody to come to an agreement. That don't mean Cano Local Sports, salute, that what's 1,000% right is going to be sided with. You understand? How do we come to an agreement? Cracks 27, salute. Off 222, salute. Dwayne Fuller, my brother in Super Chat. Blue, Blue, we as fans, if we come together and start affecting these boxing sanction bottom line, this will stop and the fans and boxing will be treated fairly. But see, that's the problem. Clayton Smith, Focus Ball, salute. Ricky E, 245, salute. But see, that's the problem, right? Dwayne Fuller, is that there's fans right now that are here. Mr. Kaboom, salute. They're just happy that Wilder lost. So it's nearly impossible for everybody to get on the same page, because now it's just fans here to just take this Richard and salute. Oh, Wilder lost. See, you see, like you had the one that came in. Oh, see, now you're backtracking. You backtracking and you ain't tell the truth. What did I backtrack off of? Anybody tell me what am I backtracking off of? Antonio Gonzalez, salute. What am I backtracking off of? So get this. When I said the judge will rule 100%, now check this out now. The judge will rule 100% in Deontay Wilder's favor. This is what my source told me, who was close to the situation. They would rule 100% in his favor, right? And you saw other boxers, just like Derek Chisora said, there's no way they're not going to rule in Deontay Wilder's favor. But I had sources tell me the judge is going to rule in his favor, right? So that was wrong. They didn't believe me then. But now when this comes out, this is truth. How do you know this is truth? Because we haven't gotten a conclusion. This is not set in stone. There's no conclusion. We didn't get no conclusion yet. Octavius Murphy, salute. There's no conclusion. We didn't get a conclusion yet. So how you taking it? But see, so it's what fits your narrative. Candyman 102, salute. It's what fits your narrative. You understand? It's not what's actually truth. It's just what you want it to be. Your truth. So if it fits your truth, then you'll take it and run with it. That's why you had such a Kasim, salute. You had the young lady come and say, oh, now you backtracking. You ain't tell the truth. Why? Because now you're taking this as truth without a resolution. Kasim Caballero, salute. My brother G. Al, what's good with you, G. Al? Orlin McGonigal, salute. Right? Salute to my brother Gravy Dave in the super chat. Whoever said it will step over $1 to pick up a dime. This is a fact. You understand what I'm saying? So people would say, Rock Son, salute. Oh, see, this is truth. This is truth because it fits what you want it to be true. Monroe, salute. But when I said what I said, that wasn't true because you didn't want it to be true. You see how that works? Cole Younger, Jashawn Giles, my brother, Joe Kelly, salute. You see how that works? So of course it's not truth. Of course you're going to say is, where was you when I reported that the judge was going to rule in his favor? Where were you? You weren't here. But as soon as you see this and you think it favors Tyson Fury, then you come and you say, see. Quintero Sherrod, salute. But check this. This is not, again, like I said, this is not confirmation. This is just what's being reported. Iconic Cases, salute. Cash, salute. Francis White, salute. Anthony Ingram, salute. So of course you want it to be your truth. Of course you're going to take this and run with it. Mr. DDB, salute. Gravy Dave, my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. DOG, my brother 215, salute. Honey, salute. Peace and blessings, Queen. So you understand what's taking place here? Gotti Redbo, salute. And I hope I say your name right. You understand what I'm saying? Martin O'Loon, salute. Antonio Gonzalez, salute. You understand what I'm saying? Davis, what's good? Pull counter boxing. Ja Champ 78, salute. Smash that like button, man. We got 1,100 people. Let's get 1,100 likes. Smash the like button. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work because we work here. So now Green Hulk Dunham, salute. Joseph Wiggins, salute. Let's say they favor in the mediation, Johnny Ray Lopez. They say, well, we're going to give Deontay Wilder $30 million, and we're going to let Tyson Fury go ahead and fight somebody else to satisfy all parties involved. How is that Deontay Wilder losing? He didn't lose anything, and that's not taking step aside money. That's mediation, trying to get everybody to find a common medium and come to an understanding and an agreement that satisfies both parties involved. That's what that is. Brad Stein, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. We should have at least 1,100 likes right now. What are we doing? 1,100 people. We should have at least 1,100 likes. You understand? Goodbye. Now you actually saw me Block somebody. Skills from New Orleans, my brother in Super Chat said anything less than immediate fair rematch is a triumph for Fury. Cheated, will not compete. If cannot cheat, he will retire first. I mean that's what Skills in New Orleans. The fans, they're gonna. That's how they're gonna take it. And he won. Dog 215, my brother. He said Wilder still needs to sue Fury for cheating. Black Cam 2 King, Black King 215. Salute. You understand? Listen, I think go all the way. Dr. Pablo Sled, salute. Warrior 519, salute. Tender Los and Care, salute. D. Warren, salute. I mean, listen, they're gonna take this. This is what they wanted. Oh, see, he lost. And now they're gonna tell you, well, see, he also that means the contract expired, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. That's what that's gonna be. Why is it gonna be that? Because that's what they want it to be. So you'll take anything to fit your narrative. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Brook 83, salute. Get the likes to one. We should have 1,100, 1,200 likes. Get the likes up. Darnell Schaefer, salute. Juan Jr. Boxer, salute. It's going to fit whatever you want it to fit in your world. Period. Like I always tell you guys, right? I always say this. I could tell you the sky is blue. You may tell me, nope, it's light blue. And you could debate me all day. It's light blue. It's light blue. And I could say it's powder blue. Who's right? Who's right? School of Skill, Jimmy Bernard, salute. Basement Boston Talk, salute. Who's right? Alfonso Davidson, salute. Who's right? Who's wrong? Nobody. Nobody. You understand? It's what they want it to be. You feel me? It's what you want it to be. Donald Boston, salute. Salute to my brother, Carolina Ryder, coming through, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother, Carolina Ryder, in the building, in the super chat. He said, salute, fam. I was in the building for Wilder Fury 2, and it was not Wilder-friendly environment. Plus, when he lost, it was a lot of legends cheering. I saw it with my own eyes. Oh, that's a fact. Mike Tyson was cheering. Mike Tyson was cheering. He's jumping up and down. Mike Tyson was jumping up and down. Bishop, salute. My brother in the super chat. Just tapping in with you, my G. I tune in every day throughout the day. You're part of my day, homie. Support the grind. Smash the like button. Salute to my brother Bishop in the building in that super chat. I appreciate you, King, 1,000%, man. 1,000%. He said, just tapping in with you, my G. I tune in every day throughout the day. You support. You are part of my day, homie. Support the grind. Smash the like button. I appreciate you, King, 1,000%, man. 1,000%. And just like my brother Carolina Ryder said, I was in the building. Mike Tyson was jumping up and down, cheering, fist pumping, everything. Everything. This not a coincidence. Come on, people. It's not a coincidence. Mike Tyson, like this. He was more happy than when he won his fights. He was more happy than when he won his fights. Brad Stein, salute. I saw a few people visibly upset. A few people was visibly upset. Jamal Charlo, Errol Spence, and Andre Durrell. And who else? It was somebody else. Tony Harrison. Errol Spence. Errol Spence. Jamal Charlo. And and Andre Durrell. But Jessica Bird. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right, Queen. Let me send Kurt that link. I got a co-host and I always forget to send him the link. Unbelievable. So, listen, it just is what it is, right? And it can't be explained. Sugar fantastic, salute. If you ask anybody, Ronnie B, salute, Anton Porsche, salute. If you ask anybody, what's your reasoning for rooting against him? They can't tell you. JC, salute. So immediately when this start to report, right? They're gonna favor. Listen, oh, I see. I told you. I told you. But this is not even factual. Again, this has not have been confirmed. So how could this be? Listen, why are people taking this as factual? MP salute, but it's not been confirmed. Albert Doherty salute. Yes, the official ruling hasn't taken place. Tax salute as of yet. They saw Tyson Fury announce it. Tyson Fury announced that he was fighting somebody else December 5th. How did that work out? Did you see Tyson Fury in the ring December 5th? Ronnie B, salute. Did y'all see Tyson Fury in the ring December 5th? Because he had an opponent and a date and everything, location and everything. Did you see him in the ring December 5th? Most Def 24, salute. The Watchman, salute. Idol Finn Sydney, salute. Get him out of here. Goodbye. You see this person right here? Get him out of here. Well, I do it. Goodbye. Now you'll watch from afar. Because clearly you watch everything I say. Clearly you watch everything I say. Or nothing you said has been factual. How would you know nothing I said was factual? Why would you watch everything I say if I don't say nothing factual? I told you he wasn't fighting December 5th. Did he fight December 5th? Was that factual or not? PJ Williams, salute. Was that factual? I told you he wasn't going to fight December 5th. Was that factual? Did he fight December 5th? Oh, you conveniently left that one out, though. William Old School on that. Salute. Oh, everything you said. Well, I told you he wasn't fighting December 5th. How'd that play out? Big Furry, salute. Oh, that proved to be factual, but you conveniently left that out. Quentin Patton, salute. Rashawn Simmons, salute. So anyway, this is listen, this is going to circulate, this is going to go viral, and everybody going to want to say, oh, he lost. Hey, Wavy, oh, nah, my brother, salute. GT Entertainment, salute. It just is what it is. Simple. Smash that like button. Smash the like button. So, with that said, we still have to see how this unfolds and how this plays out. Point blank and period. Sean Smith, salute. We still have to see how this unfolds and how this plays out. Chop Shop, salute. And not to mention Tyson Fury. Oh, let me ask you a question. They say I didn't speak factual. What about Martin Carefoot? Dwayne 2111, salute. Mr. P. Depp, salute. What's good with you, brother? What about Martin Carefoot? What happened with that? Is that factual? Is that false? Yeah, okay. So they wanted to be what they wanted to be. Now, only the funk, salute. Harold Jones, salute. Mega Big C, salute. So now let's talk about this. Keith one time Thurman, Terence Crawford. Keith Thurman says that Terence Crawford needs to exit Top Rank ASAP. Boss Red 357, salute. He says that Drake Lemonade, salute. He says that Bob Arum is not allowing Terence Crawford to achieve his full potential, right? He said that Bob Arum is not allowing Terence Crawford. He said Terence Crawford is not making any money. Nino Baller, salute. He said Terence Crawford is not making any money over there with Top Rank. He said, Ronnie B, salute. He said that that Terence Crawford needs to exit Top Rank and make these fights. He says that he knows that Terence Crawford wants to fight Sean Porter and himself and the other fighters, but he has to, leave Top Rank to make it happen. This is what he stated, right? He said he got to leave Top Rank to make that happen. Elbow, salute. If he don't, then he don't want to make it happen, right? And so my thing is this: smash that like button. How many likes we got? Let's get them likes up. Let's get the likes to 2K, man. I want to get them likes up to 2K. Smash the like button. Let's work. Get the likes up. So now, he said that that he wants this fight. He wants to fight, but at the end of the day, he stated that it's he blames it on Bob Arum. He's saying it's Bob Arum that's holding it up. Well, I said this: it's not Bob Arum, right? It has to be Terence Crawford. D Hodges, salute. Can't be Bob Arum. Has to be Terence Crawford. Salute to my brother, Mr. Mechanical, in the super chat. He says, "Sub Blue, one time was spitting facts. Finally, facts, except one thing." Big Dose 513, John Walkers, Orlando Garcia, salute. He said that it was Bob Arum's fault, right? And I said that it's impossible for it to be Bob Arum's fault because Bob Arum is who we know him to be. How could it be Bob Arum's fault? No, it's Terence Crawford's fault. Bob Arum didn't say, "Hey, you gotta re-sign with me." Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, salute. Frederick Moore, salute. In 2018, no, Terence Crawford wanted to sign with Bob Arum in 2018. That's what he did. He wanted to resign. He's comfortable with Top Rank. You understand? And so he did. Southpaw Boxing Media, my brother in Super Chat says, "Salute, Blue. I've been watching your channel for a minute, and it's just like you always say, facts over feelings. But unfortunately, not enough people share that sentiment." This is a fact. This is a fact. So Alice York, salute. Kanal Williams, Johnny Q, Elijah Hannon, salute. This is what they want Deontay Wilder. They want him to lose. So anything that fits their narrative, they're going to take it and run with it. That's why. You understand what I'm saying? Martin Orling, salute. Man, I don't do that, bro. Whatever he do over there is what he do over there, bro. Smash the like button. Let's get them likes to 2K. Whatever that man do over there is what he do over there, man. I don't get into that. Milo Grogan, salute. That's what that man do over there. I don't get into that. Hey, his sources could be different. My sources, I don't even know what he's talking about, to be honest. So smash that like button. Imperial D, salute. Who has to pay Deontay Wilder? I don't know who exactly. I know, obviously, Tyson Fury is not paying him out of his pocket. You understand? He's not going to pay him out of his pocket. So maybe it's the networks, the promoters. I don't know. Deshaun Jones, salute. Cooking with Chef B, salute. Who got hands between you two? Oh, man. I don't do that either, man. I don't do that either, man. Because, I just can't, man. I don't have the makeup for that. JX, salute my brother in Super Chat. He said, "I agree. Dropping that dub on your boy Blue." He said, he said, "I agree with you. I think Bud is just standing on his own. He would rather get the small guarantee money than take big chances." Right. See, it's for him to go out and have to, smash that like button. Let's get the likes to 2K. Sammy Demond, salute. For him to have to go out and go with the PBC, Robert Thorpe, salute, is a situation where he have to promote himself. And clearly, that's not who he is. That's not what he wants to do. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what he wants to do. You understand? Yeah, I sent Kurt the link. That's clearly what he not want. He don't want to do that. He don't do it now. That's why it fits with him to stay with Top Rank, because, like I told you guys, he could always turn around and he could say, "Well, he could always turn around and say, well, it was he could always turn around and say, well, it's Bob Arum that's not making the fight. Atlantean man, salute. You see what I'm saying? He could always turn around and say, well, if Bob Arum didn't do this. You see what I'm saying? Always. That's what's being reported. That's what they're saying. Deontay Wilder did not take step aside money. Kevin in effect, salute. He didn't take step aside money. Lean the Boxing King, salute. Boxing Truth Serum, salute. Yeah, you can hear me now? So he didn't take step aside money, right? He that's what's going to be reported. They're going to report it and say, oh, he took step aside money. He didn't want the trilogy match. That's what's going to be reported, because that's what they want to happen. You understand? If you go to mediation and you're in mediation and they find a common medium, you understand? And they say, let's say that they say, well, you get 32 million and you get to move on and fight somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Hassan Bearfield, salute. You get this amount of, you get the 32 million you would have lost if you didn't get the fight, and you get and you get to move on and not fight him right now. So, but what from my understanding is that he'll, if this is the case, only the phone salute. If this is indeed the case, then he will get the winner of Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. You understand? Yeah, Casemiro's fighting Rigondeaux. That's what I'm hearing too. So this is what's being stated. But again, like I tell you guys, this is not factual. This is not guaranteed. This is just what's being reported. There is no conclusion. Did you hear Deontay Wilder come out and conclude this? No. No. Kieran Alexis, salute. So, this is what's being reported because this is what they want to be reported. They want him to lose in the mediation. They want him to be, for it to be moved on. That's what they want. Mr. Mechanical, my brother in the super chat. He said, Bud must need a GoFundMe to get big fights. Raquel Davidson, salute. Jay Walker, 214, my brother, salute. Money man, salute. What's good with you? So, yeah, so, Nate Woolbright, salute. The Zoomverse, salute. This is what they want. So, of course, they're going to take this narrative, they're going to take it, and they're going to run with it. Why are they going to do that? Because they don't want to see Deontay Wilder to win to begin with. They don't want to see him win to begin with. So, of course, this is going to be the narrative. Of course, they're going to take it and run with it. Maurice Troutman, salute. Smash the like button. North Memphis 48, salute. Salute to Memphis in the building. Smash that like button, man. How many likes we got? Let's get the likes up to 2K. My brother Pac-Man ATL Tay. Salute to my brother Tay in the building. What's good with you, Tay? Tay, you see this, right? This is why I was trying to get ahead of this, because you already know what they're going to try to turn this into. You know what they're going to try to turn this into. Martin Orling said, you blocking us now, OG? I didn't block anybody. Well, I did block that lady that came in here. That's who I blocked. And that one dude, that was it. I don't block people, bro. Smash the like button. How come we only got 1.2K, man? Let's get the likes up to 2K. Smash the like button. Jake Peso, salute. So of course they want this to be the case. L Boogie, salute. They want this to be the case. They want this to be the facts, right? UC 704, salute. So like I said, let's say he did let's say they said, well, we're going to award you 32 million and we're going to award you to be able to fight who you want. Well, guess what? If that's the case, that's not Deontay Wilder saying, I'll take this and step aside. Billy G, salute. That's the narrative they're going to want to create. Understand that. Chris Trucker, my brother in Super Chat, they are not interested in the truth, Blue. This is a fact. They don't want to hear the truth. They want their narrative. They want it to be Deontay Wilder took step aside money. Fight to prove my love, salute. That's what they want. And so you can't, this is what I try to tell. We can't change what the people want it to be, the narrative they want to be. It's just like, for instance, you hear Max Kellerman. He comes on tonight, right? You'll hear Max Kellerman, right? He'll take this narrative and run with it. Well, Deontay Wilder took step aside money to allow the biggest fight. This is what they're going to say. This is what they're going to say. Cinnamon Savage, salute. Why? Because this is what they want to be truth. That's why you're going to get people to come in. See, I told you. Oh, he let the time expire. He let the time expire. We told you. There wasn't no trilogy match. We told you this and we told you that. This is what they want. That's what they want. There's no conclusion. You didn't hear Deontay Wilder come out and say this is a conclusion. You didn't hear anybody. Melanated Motivation, salute. This is what you're hearing reports. So now these reports are truth. But when I tell you that I know a judge that's close to the situation that says they are not going to not rule 100% in Deontay Wilder's favor. They will rule 100% in his favor. I'm not telling the truth. But now you hear this, and this is truth. So you understand why this is truth. Because this is what you want to be truth. It's not facts over feelings. It's feelings over facts. They don't want the trilogy match with Deontay Wilder. Period. That's just what it is. It just is what it is. Iconic Case, salute. Cass, salute. My brother, he's in the super chat. He said, one time made a good point on fighters leaving Top Rank. If Terence resigned, this will tell you a lot about his career path. He needs the best fights in his 30s with little or no hurdles to jump. This is a fact, and he's already 33. By the time Terence Crawford gets out of this contract with Top Rank, he'll be 34 years old. I'm going to tell y'all again. By the time he gets out the contract with Top Rank, he'll be 34. Kareem Ebanks, salute. That's nearly as old as Manny Pacquiao was when he left Top Rank. Because I believe Manny Pacquiao was what, 38? Smash the like button. How come we don't have, let's get the likes up. We should have 2K likes. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. My brother Jashawn Giles said we got 1.2. That's not enough. That don't cut it. Let's get it all the way up. Southpaw Boxing Media. My brother Super Chase said Max Kellerman is nothing more than an ESPN puppet. He has no personal opinions. He says what Top Rank and ESPN pay him to say, point blank and period. Hey, Rob Sportsman Lee, salute. Side Chick 26, salute. U3, salute. Eric Bowen, salute. Melvin Love Jones, salute. And the thing about it is, we know. See, here's the thing. If this was Stephen A. Smith that was reporting on boxing, you would look at it and be like, Stephen A. Smith, come on, man. Right? But when you hear Max Kellerman report this, it's like, bro, you know, we know he knows, he's informed better. Oh, that's great news, Rob Sportsman Lee. Salute to him. You understand? Splash Spotlight, salute. We know this is simply a case of what they want. You heard Max Kellerman. We heard Max Kellerman the other day. Max Kellerman and Kriegel, they said, Brim Coolin Jr., salute. They said, Andrew Reed, salute. I appreciate you, Rob Sportsman Lee. They said Devin Haney is another meaningless champion holding another meaningless belt. We all know Teofimo Lopez is the real champion. That's what they said. That's irresponsible. El Capo, salute. Contrarian Thinker, salute. DC Trucker, salute. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So, let's say this was the case with Deontay Wilder. Let's say he had to, they said, here go $32 million. If you award him money, that means he won. That don't always mean you get everything you want. Like I told you guys, right? You understand how many cases is out there that people that we know for a fact that this guy should have won and that guy should have won, and it don't play out that way. We know this. We know this. Gary was here. Salute. Salute to my brother Stormy B Man. Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B Man in the building. What's good with you, Stormy? You there, Stormy? You on mute?
Yeah, my fault. What's good with you, Blue? How you doing this evening, bro?
Oh man, I'm doing great, man. How you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling great myself. I was en route home when you sent the link, so that's why I said give me a couple minutes. But thanks for having me. Sorry I couldn't make it on yesterday, but it's always good to be on here. Pleasure to be on here with you. You're talking some good stuff, man. I was listening the whole time, but yeah, man, it's amazing how they want to kind of flip things, you know, even with the information that you provide, which is still not concrete yet, as of yet, nothing finalized. You can actually see, and we kind of spoke about this in some other avenues about how whatever it is, the powers that be, boy, they do not want Wilder in that position to possibly be able to regain his glory. I mean, it's like they're given all these hurdles and tunnels to go through and walls to climb over and everything. It's almost like it's a concerted effort to prevent this from happening. And that's unfair because he's been a stand-up guy his entire career and respectfully, whereas a lot of guys have been jerks and things like that. He has never been that way. Even after coming into economic success, he even stood even more firm, feet to the ground. As you explained in one of your other streams in the past, when he was out there in Dallas, I think it was for the Mikey Garcia fight with Earl Spence or whatever, and he was in there with the crowd, and he was out there signing autographs and engaging with the people for an extended period of time. He didn't have to do those things, but that just shows how genuine the man is. So to see the hate, the despisement, the disrespect, we are truly living in Trump's world. We really are, because that's that wheel that's running backwards uphill, you know, and it's a shame because Deontay has been great with people. He has given of himself, even in the sport. He gave this man opportunity, you know. So but you cooking on it. I'm sorry, I was supposed to just be saying hello, but I came in with my little bit there.
No, that's fine, man. That's fine. But I want you go ahead and what's your thoughts on this entire situation? Because you know it's just like they're looking for any reason, like you said, they're looking for any reason to wiggle around the trilogy match. T Diddy, salute, and any big homie Coop, salute. Pusher 304, Nick Silvio, Nitty G, Raphael Flexman, Russell Davidson. Who else we got? Paul Sutherland, Wallace Carter III, salute. Melvin Jones, salute. I missed somebody. Shiloh 23, what's good with you, brother? So it's like you said, right, Stormy? You know, they're looking for any reason to say, well, we don't have to give them this. It don't matter how much information we could place in front of him. That's why I said, Kai, salute. We can't change how people want it to be, what they want it to be. You understand? It's just like, you know, we see that initially they said, well, he didn't make the deadline of October 15th. Well, we know that they had a date set for the trilogy before October, so that means he had to inform them that he wanted the trilogy match. Right? And then it was being moved back due to the pandemic and social distancing and venues not allowing fans in live sporting events and sports being suspended overall, that it kept being moved back for the best possible date to have fans in attendance so you don't lose that live revenue gate, so you don't lose the gates in the closed circuits. And we see, he said at one point in September 28th, he stated, Tyson Fury himself, he stated, only fight I want is the trilogy match with Wilder. Then that turned into Frank Warren saying, well, the only fight we ever wanted was Anthony Joshua. We didn't want that fight. And then that turned into, you know, Tyson Fury can't wait. Well, Bob Arum, who's his co-promoter and promotes him in the States, Bob Arum stated he and the networks, ESPN, wanted Tyson Fury to move the fight back to February because they wanted fans to be in attendance, and they actually wanted the fight to take place at the new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. But due to social distancing and the Raider owners saying no fans was going to be in attendance, they stated that they was asking Tyson Fury to push it back. They tried to make it as if Deontay Wilder was asking for extensions when he didn't. But we could continue to get these so many, and then Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, they come out, well, we've been training all this time. There's no way we're going to wait till February. Well, guess what? We going into February, and he still ain't fight. So why are we going through all of this to begin with? Instead of just having a trilogy set for February. Next month, we should just be talking about the fight coming to fruition. Instead of us talking about a mediation. They should be fighting next month. Because now you done sat on the shelf to next month anyway. But the whole point of them not wanting to honor the trilogy is because they waited too long. They said the Wilder waited too long. And no way Tyson Fury mentally and physically was going to wait until February because he was already in training. And he needed to have the fight ASAP. He couldn't wait. Well, now we're in the second week and going in the third week of January. He had a date set for December 5th. And guess what his reasoning for not honoring that fight December 5th? Oh, there wasn't going to be no fans in attendance, and that means the money wasn't going to be there. Well, that was the same situation you was facing with Deontay Wilder. So why didn't you just wait? Because you waited anyway. But you could put this in front of fans, and they still are not going to see what's in front of them. They still not going to, because they want to see what they want to see.
Yeah, it's amazing because they're actually capitalizing on what was stated about the fans. You know, there was a disrespectful quote about the fans. You know, they're like rocks. You can kick them wherever you want or whatever. You know, that right there, as a person that buys pay-per-views or attends fights in person or even tune in to your local, you know, cable service or app service where fights are made, disrespectful to that dollar that you spend for your entertainment, that should never be forgotten. And when you look at that and then you hear the statement, you know, yesterday I was lying to you, today I'm telling you the truth. You know, stuff like that burns me because that's playing on my intellect and it's also playing with my emotions when you speak like that. And the people surrounding Fury, this is how they've been talking on his behalf regarding the promotion and the representation, and even he himself at times. So that being said, these people need to be held accountable. It has nothing to do with Deontay Wilder. It has everything to do with them and their actions and the statements that they make. And they keep putting false information out there, and then they'll point the finger at Wilder. But they're doing these things. Wilder's sitting around waiting for the date, waiting for, you know, things to take place and come to fruition. The thing is, they are not doing this because they had, I guess, the entire time from the time that Fury got that, you know, that victory, the wheels were turning to do something else, you know, and it was never on the up and up on their side, but they had signed obligations that they have to respect, you know, by the risk. You know, you can hold them and bind them to this, which is why you said like they having a mediation to begin with. All of this stuff about talking about ducking and all of that, listen, that's fan talk. Well, you're talking about the business aspect of things. And when you're conducting business and contracts are involved, people can be held legally and bound to those contracts when they try to break them, when they try to amend them and things like that. What happens is now you're looking at the person that maybe really doesn't want to go through for whatever reason. And that's what you have to look at with sensibility. But this has nothing to do with ducking and things like this. It's like these people have a different agenda. And for the information that you've released this afternoon, if he's going to be awarded by financially as if it were a purse for the rubber match, that's a great thing. If there's going to be obligations to him still, if they're going to let something else take place in the interim, that's fine. But at the end, I think there may be some still proceedings to go, like you said, because it's not capped off yet. Because even if he goes forward, meaning Fury, with something else, with someone else, let's say like Joshua, right? And then he decides after that, if he's victorious or loses, he's like, oh, I want to retire now. There still should be some kind of retribution, because he should not be allowed to walk away scot-free from this situation due to what was contractually there to begin with. They're the ones causing all of this. No one knew that COVID would attack 2020 like it did. No one knew that. So nothing is in Wilder's lap as far as responsibility. He's waiting for the call. They're trying not to make the call. You see, and that's why mediation is important. I'll stop right there, and I want to say salute to Kurt. I see Kurt just fell into the building.
Yes, sir. Salute to my brother Kurt. Hold on one second, Kurt. Dwayne Fuller, salute in the super chat. He said, Blue, I support solid brothers. That's why I support you, my brother, Blue. And Wilder, everything is going to work out for you. Wilder, mark my words. Oh, for sure. It's going to work out. Chris Trucker, my brother in the super chat, he said they know that there's enough fanboys to justify anything they do. These organizations cater to fanboys, not boxing fans. Shaking my head. Man, that's greatly said, bro. That's greatly said, bro. They know. They know. That's why I said that's part of the problem is that the fans, they defend it. So it's just like you got the fans here in the chat, and they, well, see, I told you this was going to happen. I told you, and you wasn't telling the truth. You was out here like I was out here making up stuff. No, I wasn't making up anything. I didn't make up anything. But now, without even a conclusion, this fits your narrative, so you're gonna take it and run with it. That's what happened. But salute to my brother Kurt Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, aka the historian, my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Blue Blood Sports TV. What's going on with you, Stormy B Man? Chat. What's going on with y'all on this Friday evening?
Man, we got some boxing is. We got some interesting news, man. So the reports are that they're going to report that this is what's surfacing now, that Deontay Wilder is going to be paid out $32 million, his actual purse for the trilogy, but won't get the fight. This is what's being reported. Now, I haven't contacted Wilder. I haven't contacted Team Wilder or anybody included over there. This is just what's being reported. And I had a couple of people, that's close to the sport of boxing, important in the sport of boxing. And they telling me, hey, you see this? This is truth, right? But I haven't confirmed it. This is just what's being circulated. And they're saying that he'll get $32 million, $30 to $32 million or something of that nature, as if he had the trilogy match. But he won't get the actual fight, and then he'll get the winner of Joshua Fury. Now, there's no confirmation of this. There's no conclusion to this. This is just what's being reported. But obviously, the people that want to side on Team Fury are going to take this and run with it. This is what they're looking to happen, right? So they want to take it and run with it. And now they're saying, well, see, Wilder took step aside money. He took step aside money. This is not step aside. And so I was saying, if this were to be true, mediation is to bring both sides to come to a common medium, right? To come to an understanding, to an agreement. It's not to truly side with one side. But what I was saying, that I know a judge close to the situation that informed me that there's no way that they're not going to rule 100% in Wilder's favor because of everything that's on the table. But now, if this is the case, that they say, well, we're going to give you $32 million. Well, that's not them saying he lost. That's essentially saying that he won, but they want to make all parties, they want to satisfy all parties involved, right? So we'll pay you, because his entire defense had to be going into this. He can't go into the mediation saying, I'm just owed this fight. No, his argument has to be, well, I stand to lose this amount of money. You understand? I stand to lose to be able to feed my family if I don't have this trilogy match. When you start to get to legal, and when you start talking legal, that has to be his stance. Not just, well, I just want to box Tyson Fury and get my get back. That's not going to be his stance. His stance has to be, if they don't give me the trilogy match, I stand to lose this amount of money that I was due to make. That has to be his stance. So if the judge and everybody involved say, okay, well, here goes the money that you stood to make, that means he won. But now if they want to say, well, we want to satisfy all parties involved, and they say, well, okay, we're going to give Tyson Fury the opportunity to move on and fight this and this fight because of the circumstances. It's not normal circumstances. So because of the circumstances, we'll allow normally Tyson Fury at this point in time. Maybe Tyson Fury is in there saying, I'm set to retire. My body's, my body can't handle it. I wanted to have this trilogy match done and be able to move on and fight in this point in time so I could not be in the sport at this time. You understand that? And they may favor with that. Okay, so we'll allow you to go ahead and move on with your career, and we're going to satisfy what you would have lost if you didn't get this fight. But that's not saying Deontay Wilder lost. Or that's not saying Deontay Wilder took step aside money. We know that there's so many cases that we see footage of things happening, and that's not the way they rule. That's not to say who's right, who's wrong. It's just to say how they rule. You see what I'm saying? And so when you look at it from that standpoint, they're quick to want to say, well, he lost. Well, you see, he was wrong. He didn't fill out the paper. He didn't do the information. He didn't take the proper steps. He didn't do what he needed to do. They're quick to do that. TP Corleone Funk Zone, salute to you in the super chat. I appreciate you 1,000%. But what you think about this, Kurt?
Well, we did a show where I said I'm mad at Fury. We know he cheated, but he showed no integrity or professionalism whatsoever. Step aside money, you get a portion. You agree to step aside, they give you a portion of the money, and you just get out the way so other people can fight. But with him being paid the full purse, like you said, that's not step aside money. They had a mediator. They came to a common solution that, hey, Deontay, you're not going to get the fight, but we're going to pay you so you're not going to miss out on that payday, because contractually, Fury was obligated to fight you. So, but people, Deontay detractors, I know what they're going to say. They're going to control the narrative, and they're going to say, see, he took step aside money. But people know boxing, but they don't really know boxing, as I say so many times. It's not step aside money. I heard that Wilder's guaranteed to get the winner or something like that, maybe down the road. But the best case scenario for Wilder to get a big fight if Joshua beats Fury, because even if Fury win, I don't know if he wants to fight Wilder again. I want to see it because I want to see if everything's on the up and up, if things are going to change. In the third fight, he gave you an opportunity, so you give him an opportunity. But I'm interested to see how the heavyweight pitch is going to play out. But I know Fury and Joshua is going to fight. That fight is going to happen. That's without guarantee. The UK ain't going to miss out on that money. But if they pay Wilder and he doesn't get he's not getting the fight, but he eventually gets the fight down the road, at least they paid him the full amount, so he won't be missing out on monetary gain, and his turn will come again, providing his Fury beats Joshua.
Plus size goddess, peace and blessings to you, Queen. She said 32 million sounds good, but something still don't feel right about this. I agree. Salute to my brother Renee Box Young in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Box Young. Stormy B, man, make sure you keep putting that link in the chat so they know to subscribe to your channel. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Box Young. Money Brown TV, what's good with your money? Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV as well. Yeah, so Renee, what's your thoughts on this, Renee?
Hey, what's going on, Blue Blood? Thanks so much for the link, man. Definitely always an honor, as I always say, an honor to be here, man. I hope you guys are doing great, man. Stormy B, OG, man, Curtis, it's an honor to be here with you guys in the panel. I just can say this, man. I really do hope justice is served, just like you said, even though, we see it time and time again, generally speaking, in court cases, Supreme Court cases, what have you, people who are sometimes innocent. We've seen time and time again throughout throughout years and the justice system, how some people have been sent to death row, man, sent to death row and they're innocent, you know what I'm saying? And recent, technological advances and things of that nature, proving somebody really isn't innocent after they serve so many times, so much time in the state pen or what have you. I just hope justice is served here in this situation with Wilder. I think that's one of the reasons why Wilder has been inactive for a while. He's waiting for this to pan out, and something tells me, something like Stormy B, I think, was alluding to a moment ago. I think you mentioned it, that and it's interesting because I think I went live earlier today, and I think I mentioned that. I think I said that you know, the way Tyson Fury is right now, I just, something tells me, or I just feel it, or what have you, that Tyson Fury doesn't want the trilogy with Wilder. I think he's going to do the best he can to stay away as much as possible from Wilder, man. I mean, even if you know, we understand that this is not apparently, you know, step aside money, you know, for Wilder, they probably have that deal for him. I think is that what you were explaining, Blue Blood, that, you know, they give him the money, 32 million, what have you, and then he can have a chance, or he should fight the winner between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Even if that were the case, something tells me, let's just put the scenario that if either one wins, let's just imagine, okay, let's just say that AJ and Tyson Fury fight, okay, fine, and then they give money to Wilder, okay, fine, and they say, you know what, you're going to fight the winner out of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Whoever wins, whether it be AJ or Tyson Fury, I don't think they want to fight. They don't want to fight Wilder, man. You know, we already know what happened years ago between Anthony Joshua and Wilder. In my personal opinion, Wilder was the more consistent side. As we see now, I think Wilder, between this whole situation between Wilder and Fury, I think Wilder is the one who's more consistent and more transparent. And at that time, AJ and Wilder was the one who was more transparent, in my humble opinion. You know, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua saying 100 things and contradicting each other, et cetera, et cetera. So you can just tell by their actions, man. You know, I don't think they're going to want to, you know, Fury, I don't think he wants to fight the trilogy. And what I was saying a moment ago, that I went live earlier talking about, you know, things of this. We were talking about several things, but I said, I just don't think that this trilogy is going to happen. You know, Fury is here, there, and everywhere and all over the place, you know, and I don't think he wants to fight him. And Anthony Joshua much less wants to fight Wilder, man. Just imagine if Anthony Joshua wins, he's probably going to go around, you know, fighting mandatories and just other things, man, and just avoiding Wilder, man. I just, you know, I don't want to sound pessimistic or anything of that, you know, but just the way boxing is, just the way how corrupt the sport is, it's just a sad situation. I'm not sure if they'll give Wilder that chance, man, to really, really have the winner. If this works out like that, right? Have the winner between Anthony Joshua and Fury. I don't know why, man. It's something I just don't see it, man. But I that's what we all want, right? But I just hope the best for Wilder in this situation, man.
And you know something that's really interesting, right? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 2K. We got 958 people in here. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes to 2K. Go subscribe to Stormy B, man. The link is in the chat. And go subscribe to my brother, Renee Bosch Young. His link, you put your link in the chat, Renee?
I'll do it in a moment.
Okay. You smash that. Go ahead, Kurt.
Let me ask you, do you think that Wilder's going to take another fight with another opponent before he gets to the winner of Fury and Joshua?
I think he will have to if this is the case, because remember, Kurt, they got a 2-fight deal.
Correct.
So that would be 2 years. Excuse me, a whole year. Excuse me, that would be 2 years he would have been out the ring, right? So he will have to, and they can't be low-level opponents. Right, because you know, I mean, he got this perfect opponents out there. If this is the case, there's perfect opponents out there to keep him in relevancy. Right. The two fights that come right out to jump out to me is Oleksandr Usyk and Dillian White, because if in fighting them, you remove all mandatories, just so they can't use the mandatory situation as a roadblock. But let me ask y'all this, right?
Check.
It's funny.
I got something to offer here, Blue.
Okay.
Yeah, check this out, Blue, Kurt, and Renee. In April of 2000, Hasim Rahman knocked out Lennox Lewis over in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Lennox at the time was the undisputed heavyweight champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Hasim Rahman, who had contractual obligation to Don King, Lennox really didn't, but Hasim did. Mm-hmm. Now, Hassan wanted to defend the title, you know, go and make some money and do some other things, even though Lennox had a provision for a rematch in their fight, right? So Lennox ended up having to take Don King and Hassan Rahman to court. But check out what one of his conditions were for, and Kurt might remember this because I'm getting ready to drop a bomb.
Oh, you
At the
froze.
time.
You froze out.
I just stopped the camera. It'll work better now. It should.
Okay.
Am I better?
Yeah,
as far as my audio?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Lennox, who was over 30 at the time, in court made the conditions of like, listen, I'm 34 going on 35 years old, or 35 going on 36. I don't remember exactly how old he was. He was like, and I feel like I won't get my chance to fight for the title again. So he brought that provision in as his argument to make and ensure that his rematch got done within a certain period of time, or they would have to pay. Instance where Wilder is going to possibly get something for lost income or whatever, according to what he would make for the fight. But they were talking about future lost income in the event of Lewis because he was at an advanced age. Wilder is at an advanced age. He needs to operate and open up those options for himself in the same manner, because again, that is a viable argument and position for himself, just like it was for Lennox Lewis. And Kurt and I talk about this all the time. You think you've seen something for the first time in boxing, but no. If you've been around long enough, the wheel does turn and you can see the sun rise again. This is the type of situation. He is in a position, as long as he plays his cards right and his argument is sound, which it is. How old is Deontay Wilder?
34.
See? And who knows, like after 35, who's going to, they go, oh, he's too old. They're saying it about Povetkin and Ortiz now, right? That's the argument, that nobody wants to fight him. So if they press that envelope, they can push Wilder into that age range where they will be saying the same things about him, which is why his argument in court needs to also be attached to his age factor in this. You guys want to have a 2-fight deal, but yeah, you're going to fight. You both are only fighting once a year to begin with. So that's pushing Wilder 3 years from now. Think about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a heck of an argument. Kurt, do you remember that with Hassan Rahman and Lennox going to court over that, and that Lennox had dropped that in there and he ended up getting that fight in November of that year. He didn't have to wait a full year.
Yeah.
And he knocked Rahman out and got his title back.
Yeah, Lennox went to court over. I seen Rahman and Mike Tyson. Lennox went through a lot in his career, the politics, because they try to freeze him out, and that's what they're trying to do with Wilder. It's eerie in similarities with because they're gonna try to do that to Deontay Wilder, you know, and people's gonna be like, well, he took the money, but they're not understanding what's going on, or they don't want to understand. So I want to see how it plays out, but Wilder don't have a lot of time to waste. So maybe he could take a fight with, like you said, Usyk or Dillian White, providing he win, and then go after Fury and Joshua. But they don't show signs of eagerness to get in the ring with Deontay Wilder, so that might be a problem.
But see, this is the thing. It should really be contingent upon Fury being victorious. There's nothing wrong with AJ getting a rematch with Fury at a later time. You know why? Because didn't Fury pull that crap on Wilder after their first fight? He went and fought a couple of guys.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. So why, if it was good for then, it could be good for now. And it's a hell of a, excuse my language, Blue, it's a great opportunity for Wilder to actually get the sympathy of the court by talking about his age, because remember, he's waited around this long for this situation. No one knew that 2020 was going to offer what it did. He has to plead to the better courses of the court by humbling himself in that degree and making himself the victim in these circumstances, which he really is, because he rightfully should have the opportunity at a rubber match for his title, because it was his title. You see, this wasn't the case of Rockman, you know, knocking the guy out and getting lucky and then trying to go that other way or whatever. This was a situation where Fury won the rematch, but they had a 3-fight deal. So you have to hold him to that. So now you put the pressure. If he defeats AJ in a match that he supposedly wants to go to, then he has to defend against Wilder first in between a rematch with AJ if AJ happens to lose. There is no guarantee that AJ will fight Wilder, but you can make Fury legally obligate that, or you give up those titles and Wilder gets to fight for them all against someone else.
Mm-hmm. Salute to Adam Davies, Dusty Cole, MG42 Pillbox, Birdman, Jay Merchant, the Real Black Historian King, Rob Sportsman Lee, Joseph Wiggins, Travell Garrison. Salute. What's good with you? Joe Kelly. What's good? Bumpy Thompson, Hi-Fi Trends, Marcus Carewell, Splash Spotlight, Jay Lee. Salute to all my peoples. Alice York. What's good with y'all? Abdullah Brooklyn. Salute. Our fastest dancer, salute. C99, Rich Moss, salute. So you know what's interesting to me? I wanted to ask y'all about this. C to T, Troy Battle, salute. What's good to the DMV? It's this interesting. Smash the like button. How many likes we got? Laura Moreland, peace of blessings, Queen. DP Rocker, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. How many likes we got? Let's get them likes up to 2K. Smash the like button. Extraordinary comic Junkie LLC, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 2K. Smash the like button. How many likes we got? So, what's interesting is this. You guys remember after he lost, George Foreman came on, Montre, salute, and he said, I'm concerned if Deontay Wilder doesn't immediately get this trilogy. That's how we know that he put in for the immediate trilogy. Remember, George Foreman was talking to Deontay Wilder, and George Foreman told him, you got to immediately take that trilogy, because if you don't, they will never, ever give you another opportunity. And remember, all the interviews George Foreman did after that, he said, I'm just concerned. I'm not concerned if Wilder will beat him again. I know he'll beat him in the trilogy. George Foreman said that. He said, I'm just concerned that if he don't get the trilogy match immediately, they will never, ever fight him. Remember George Foreman said that? Salute to Jay Free in the super chat. Dropping that $500 on your boy Blue. He said Joshua fans are jumping for joy because Wilder won't get to test that chin for at least 5 more years. Laughing my butt off. Salute to you. But remember George Foreman said that? Smash that like button. Get the likes to 2K. We got 1.4. Get it up to 2K. Smash the like button right now. If you haven't smashed it, smash it. Antonio Tevez, salute. So remember that's what George Foreman had to say,
Right?
And that's interesting that George Foreman said that, because why did he just come? Why was that his number one concern? Because obviously George Foreman knew something. Why was that immediately his number one concern after the fight? He said, "I'm not concerned that he'll win. I'm just concerned he'll never get the opportunity to win." Remember that? Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, I remember. George Foreman, being a fighter himself, knows the inner workings of the boxing business. And I always said the boxing business is worse than the drug business. This is a freeze out. They're trying their best to freeze out Deontay Wilder. I'm concerned too, because it's not guaranteed with those guys, with Joshua Fury. Remember, Joshua could have fought him before Fury. But I'm just mad at Fury, man, because he just lacks so much professionalism. But I'm gonna tell you why he's doing the things he's doing, because he knows he can get away with it. He feels emboldened because he's privileged. I mean, look at his checkered past, man. Look at all the things he's done. And you know, and with Deontay Wilder, like I said before, gives people opportunities. He gave Fury was on a deserted island before the first Wilder fight. Wilder resurrected his career by giving him an opportunity to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world. Remember back in the days where fighters did have, you know, professionalism when they said, you know, I thank so and so for giving me the opportunity to fight for the title, and that's how it should be. That's how it always should be. It should be like that always, but it's not. But I don't know, man. You know, I always looked at Fury as a flake anyway. So, you know, I hope, you know, Deontay Wilder gets another opportunity. But he can't wait for those guys. He's going to have to take another fight in between, while waiting for the winner of Fury and Joshua, because time is running out. So maybe he could fight if Dillian White win. That'd be the fight that because it'd be a grudge match. That can be the storyline. But you know, Usyk would be a good fight, but I'm not so sure Usyk could take that fight. Dillian White would get in the ring before Usyk would.
And it's funny, right? Because remember, Usyk was saying he wouldn't take no amount of money to step aside. Now Usyk, salute to my brother I am Ill Will. Go subscribe to my brother I am Ill Will. Geo James Khalil 98, salute. Salute to my brother Kareem E Banks in the super chat. If Wilder agreed to the terms, I would put stipulations in it that I get the first fight after whoever wins, and that both fights have to agree that they can't say no, that they can't say they're retiring. Yeah, that's the thing. He has to have something where they can't allow, you know, if they do, then they have to, you know, pay out. You know, they have to do something, man. Something and guarantee, man. But it's just, you know, it's just funny that, you know, George Foreman would say such a thing, and now, you know, Tyson Fury is just, and he can't even fight in the UK. So the whole point of this was to take place in the UK on UK soil. Well, now they're talking about it's a whole different place that they haven't agreed. This is the thing about this is that gets me is they announced the 2-fight deal way before any talks of Deontay Wilder even having a trilogy or anything. Remember, they announced, we came up with a 2-fight deal to fight in 2021. How you do that before even understanding what's going to go on in the trilogy? Because you never had plans to fight the trilogy. That's how you agreed to it. You never had any intentions. And then you have Frank Warren. What did Frank Warren say? Oh, since the moment we won the rematch, we always wanted Joshua. The plan was Joshua. Right. But you contractually agreed to that. And that's the bad part about this. It's like you said, Kurt, Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury 2 opportunities. And then Bob Arum agreed. Bob Arum said, yeah, Deontay Wilder, we thank him. He did. He resurrected his career. He brought him up. He got him off the couch. He gave him a fight and so on and such. Then Bob Arum said, the problem is, then he opened his mouth and started talking about what Fury did. Huh? Bob, you a businessman. What that have to do? This is a combat sport that deals with emotions. What that have to do with, what does one have to do with the other? If Deontay Wilder feels like Tyson Fury had an unfair advantage, he can feel how and say however he wants. That don't have nothing to do with you honoring the trilogy match. Because you, like Stormy said, Deontay Wilder agreed to an immediate rematch, and he allowed Tyson Fury to go on a two fight hiatus and then come back, and Deontay Wilder still gave him the rematch. He could have said, listen, I ain't going. That's it. That's it. I had the immediate rematch. You decide to go in a different direction. So you know something? It's over. I'm fighting Ortiz. I'm fighting who else he fought? Dominic Brazil. And then after that, I'm waiting for Joshua. That's what he could have did. And then if I'm still around after that, then I give you an opportunity. Salute to Galvatron. That's what he could have did. But no, he said, I'm still going to give you the opportunity. And he did it. And then you got people that's out here and they happy that he don't honor the trilogy match. That he don't be a stand-up person. You happy. You are cheering. You applauding him not being a stand-up person. Where do they do that at? Where's that applauded? Where's that cheered? And how are you talking about, well, that's because he said Tyson Fury had some in his gloves. Who cares? Mike Tyson, all he did was complain about Evander Holyfield headbutting him in the first fight. Man, this dude was cheating. He just kept headbutting me. He kept headbutting me. He kept headbutting me. Imagine Holyfield saying, you know something, man, I ain't giving him no rematch. No, Holyfield, they fought a rematch, and then they did it again. Oh, he headbutting. That's why I did what I did. It's about being a stand-up person. That's what it's about being. And regardless, Deontay Wilder has a point. When you look at the gloves and you look at his injuries, he's not far-fetched. There goes 619 Cali Factor, 817 Boston B. Salute. He's not far-fetched in saying what he's saying. He's not far-fetched. And then we have this guy, Martin Carefoot, coming out. What about that? Nobody's talking about that. Everybody acts like this don't exist. And everybody act like he can't fight in the UK. They talking about the fight got to take place somewhere else because the money is bigger. No, the fight got to take place somewhere else. For what is the point? The point of it, the matter was to have Undisputed on UK soil at Wembley Stadium. What bigger stadium you going to get than Wembley? But he can't fight there because of everything going on. And so we're just going to act like that don't exist. No, he has a history. He's never defended his titles. But you guys are okay with that as long as Deontay Wilder lose. I mean, Kareem Ebanks, my brother in the super chat, he said, and if the fight doesn't happen, they have to pay Wilder $50 million, something that binds them to an agreement. I agree. Warrior Class the Third, salute in the super chat. Salute, Blue. This announcement, Shane's boxing about Joshua Fury should have been stripped of the belt since everybody know he cheated. Wilder is the true champ. Hashtag Bomb Squad. Yeah, I mean, it's the fans that allowed this to take place. Myron Denar, my brother in the super chat, he said that let you know how many shady people we have in this world. If I'm an Al Heyman, I would never do business with Bob Arum after this situation. I agree with that too. But what you think, Renee? You there, Renee?
Oh, my fault, man. Yeah, I was just kind of busy there. Yeah, I mean, I just pretty much, it's the right thing to do, to grant, Wilder the trilogy. But the shadiness of Tyson Fury looks like he just wants to weasel his way out of this, and it's pretty much, like what I said before, man. I just don't think that, Fury is gonna really, have integrity on his part. You know what I'm saying, to go ahead and give him, and like what you said, man. I mean, Wilder, he gave him the two shots. I mean, the two, even though, what did Tyson Fury do after the first fight, man? Went to ESPN, did a couple fights and, tried to run away from Wilder, but Wilder came back. Hey, the rematch, let's go, man, let's go. And gave him another opportunity, even after those two fights, even after, and then obviously Wilder did his thing. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he fought Brazil in the meantime, right? And, it's the right thing to do to that Fury. Give him that trilogy, man, and we'll see who wins in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just pretty much see that while Fury's just trying to weasel his way out of it. I just don't see this, but I hope justice is served, man, definitely for Wilder. And something tells me something's, picking me in the back of my brain that, Fury and AJ, they're not going to want it, man. And like what Kurt said, and I think that, the best thing for Wilder to do right now is to go ahead and fight, go stay busy. You know what I mean? In the meantime, go take the Usyk fight or the Dillian White fight, if I'm not mistaken. They're talking about that now. So I think that's just the best bet in the meantime, right? Because It's true, man. Father Time's ticking, unfortunately. You know, yeah, he's 34, if I'm not mistaken. You said, right? He's 34 years old. And yeah, man, I mean, he's in a critical situation right now, man, Wilder. I think the best thing for him to do is just go and fight, and let's hope for the best, man.
Yeah. Salute to my brother Dre Finest in the super chat. He said, hey, Booba, these people are and foolish fans, man. Yeah, they are, man. It's something else, man, that you could get, you know, smash that like button, man. Let's get the likes to 2K. Is that you get people high-fiving and chest bumping for a guy not to be honorary. Where do they do that at? Where do they do that at? And that's essentially what's taking place. They're high-fiving and chest bumping. And the thing is, if you truly believe that he's one-dimensional and Fury will easily beat him, then beat him. Because nobody told Tyson Fury to agree to a trilogy match. And remember, let's not forget, everybody on the panel remember this. Remember Tyson Fury was bolstering and bragging, there's going to be a third fight. I'm going to fight Wilder 3 times. Remember that? We're going to fight. After this fight, Joshua, we ain't fighting Joshua because we're going to fight a 3rd time. That's what he said. That's what he said. We're going to fight Joshua. We're going to wait Joshua out because we got a 3rd fight after this. And now that is not important. And you guys are happy that it's not important. That's what's wrong with the sport of boxing. Only in the sport of boxing can you do these things. Salute to my brother Kareem Ebanks in the super chat once again. He said, just wanted to thank you for all the content. Appreciate your channel. Wanted to send you more support to your channel. Please like the channel. Everyone like the channel as you start the show. It shows support. Love you, bro. Love you too, my guy. Appreciate you 1000% coming through and showing love as always. Salute to my brother Anthony Hernandez in the super chat. He said, contract expire isn't the talk anymore, I see. Oh, yeah, that went right out the window now. That went right out the window now. ASAP. That's not important. But go ahead, Stormy. Stormy, I think you're on mute. Hold on, let me unmute you. Why is your mic mute? There you go.
About that.
No problem.
I had another screen opened up. Sorry. Listen, man. What I stumbled upon when I gave the example of what Lennox Lewis went through with the Hasim Rahman and Don King situation, because understand, Don King had a lot of pull in the heavyweight division with the WBC in particular, and with Rahman's victory over him, it was looking kind of dreary for Lewis to get that, that rematch right away. But there's something about appealing to the better nature of the court when you start talking about yourself in suffering. That needs to be Wilder's, not no pun intended, wild card in this situation for consideration. The thing about being able to get people to be receptive to what your plight is to actually be vulnerable. And this is a case where it can work in his favor. It really can. I would behoove people that are around his camp to listen to this stream and listen to this conversation, because it is quite a viable option here. Look at what they've done, and he can actually give examples of it with what they've done with Luis King Kong Ortiz. These men, going back to Vladimir Klitschko's reign in the heavyweight division, have avoided him. Only Wilder gave him an opportunity as a champion twice when he didn't even have to. It's a voluntary situation, but he helped that man who has a special needs child, and all of that can be brought out. He can even bring out the fact that he extended that olive branch to Fury, who wasn't even deserving of it himself, especially on the merits of why he may have been away from the sport to begin with. So again, take someone down. This is about someone getting their just due. And in this instance, we're talking about Deontay Wilder. That's what makes it something, like I said, of an important factor, that you show the vulnerability in this. You can even attach George Foreman's statements to this, because here's a two-time heavyweight champion of the world who knows when you are a fighter that is kind of feared, and because of your power, being able to knock people out and that whole type of thing, and people may not be willing to just test themselves against you, what will his options be? And if they are freezing him out, as we know that they are, what are his options as far as finding suitable opponents? Because guys in the top 10 aren't going to be lining up for him. And if he has to pull a Fury where he goes and gets guys like Otto Wallen or Tom Schwartz, those type of guys who are no-name fighters that you don't have any idea who they are and everything, people are going to say or ridicule him for his position in doing that. So all of those things have to appeal to the better nature of the court. And I do believe that's a very viable option for him, and something that can turn very favorable for him, contingent upon his age. That's where the focus should be. All the other stuff and accusations and this and that, and let's just throw down childish games and get to the heart of business. If Bob Arum wants to run around and talk about business, put the business in his face. If Tyson Fury and his camp want to talk about that, put it in their face and let them actually look at what it really is, because he was given the opportunity when he didn't have to. And the only thing this man is asking is that they obligate themselves to what was contracted. That's it.
Salute my brother Corey McGowan in Super Chat. He said Bob Arum is blatantly putting it in our face. Yep. I got to paraphrase that word, bro. But yeah. This is unbelievable. Salute to my brother D Flair LaFlair. My brother in Super Chat said I was late. In the Super Chat said I was late. Salute Blue Button the panel, so Fury don't have to fight Wilder Trilogy and won't be stripped by the WBC. Catch me up, please. Dallas love. Salute to my brother. Well, the reports are currently, Kevin Munn, salute. The reports are currently that they'll rule that Deontay Wilder gets $30 million. Tyson Fury will be able to move on with his career, and Deontay Wilder gets the winner of Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury announced it on his social media as the fight will be announced soon. Obviously, the mediation, by the end of the month, we'll get an official ruling. So this is not set in stone, but this is what's being reported, that Deontay Wilder get the money as if he had the trilogy match. So the money he would have lost not having a trilogy match, they reimburse him. But Tyson Fury is able to move on with his career and fight Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder gets the winner. That's what's being reported. And of course, everybody's happy about that because they're going to take it and say Deontay Wilder lost. Mr. Mechanical, my brother in the Super Chat, he says, salute Kings. George saw it coming a mile away, shaking my head. Yep, George Foreman, he called it. Immediately after the fight, he said, my concern is not that Deontay Wilder can't win, it's that he won't get the opportunity to win. Spiritual bias, salute. That's what he said. So but
hey,
go ahead.
Blue, I wanted to I'm sorry, I know you want to go to Kurt, but I wanted to bring something else up in this situation. Back in '82, when Larry Holmes fought Jerry Cooney, the climate was set totally for Clooney to be successful. All he had to do in there is go in there and win the fight, and he would have been the greatest thing since sliced bread, better than Marciano, better than Ali or whatever, according to the powers that be that were hoping and pressing for this situation. Even into the event itself, where they allowed him to be introduced last, like he was the champion, and Larry Holmes, who had already had several title defenses before fighting Cooney, was relegated to being introduced first, like he was a challenger, all of that. But Holmes turned back that challenge. He focused himself. He zeroed in and dialed in on that fight. He knew what the stakes were without their being spoken. Okay. It's a time where it was just a different type of situation in boxing, where fighters who, when they went into their fights, they went in with a different type of dedication. Kurt and I had conversations about this fight and this rematch with Wilder and Fury, meaning the second fight going in. And we had shared sentiment that we hope that Deontay realizes how significant this fight is. And we both kind of agreed that the ball was dropped in this fight simply because of what was at stake. Now you see why. Now you see why. Because remember, the consensus has always been, you got to be twice as good. You got to work twice as hard, just to achieve the merit of victory, whatever it is in your walk in life. And I don't have to get specific with that. But at the same time, with this situation, the ball was not just dropped by he, but the camp around him. This is why Kurt, myself, Scrapbook, when we talk about the history of the sport, we try to draw people into what's important. You can love an individual, but when you know the sport and you know what is up on the table, what has happened before in the past, these are the type of things you don't want to let someone forget about. And for all of those people who just want to continue to say, oh, well, Wilder lost and this and that. Well, just remember recently with O'Shaquie Foster, what happened in his situation. They were setting that young man up for loss and defeat. But due to the circumstances of what we're talking about, light was shined enough on the sport that they were attentive and they were able to save him from those circumstances. So there is an education in this. And let it be noted for anyone else out there. Earl wants to go in there with Pacquiao. He better go in there and take care of business with Pacquiao. Keith Thurman dropped the ball, didn't he? See, history is always showing us things, but who's there to take the lesson to heart? That's what I wanted to offer on that.
That's facts. Open Line LD, my brother in the super chat, he said we got a blackout AJ versus Fury fight if that happens. Man, the fans ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it, man. They're happy that it's happening. So, Bo One, my brother in the super chat, he said salute big brothers Blue, Stormy, Kurt, and Renee. Salute to my brother Bo One. Appreciate you, King. We missing one more. We got Lee E. Salute Lee E in the super chat. Wilder took too much time marketing the last fight to build the fight. Fury did the bare minimum. Wilder should focus on fighting, not marketing. I'm sure in this go round he will. the love is that he, you know, and you can't change who you are. Troy Battle, salute. You can't change who you are, you know, and your approach. Sylvester Stallone in 2011, salute. Mel Rose, salute. But you know, it's not. It's not. He don't get it in return. Christian Hines, salute. Well, I have to beg to differ. It is a lot of people that show him love, right? But there's a lot. Like, at least he could see the media part. We see where they lie, you know, what side of the fence they was on, because most of them was you know, celebrating it. Oh, now we could get Fury Joshua. Nobody wants to see Joshua, Fury, and Wilder 3 and so on and such. Right, but I didn't hear these same people complaining about us watching Manny Pacquiao fight Juan Manuel Marquez 4 times. None of these same people. Go back and see if Max Kellerman was complaining he didn't want to see Marquez versus Pacquiao 4 times. Bernice Anderson, peace and blessings, Queen. Quan 43, salute. Go ahead, Kurt.
Well, to piggyback off what Stormy said, and me, Stormy, Scrapbook, we talk about the history and we tie it up into modern day boxing, because you can't forget the past. If you don't know your past, then you don't know the future. You don't know what the future holds. And how they doing Wilder today is no different when they did the heavyweights of the turn of the century, like Sam McVeigh and Harry Wells and the great Sam Langford, who was probably the best fighter never to fight for a world title. And like Stormy said, because of different circumstances, Deontay dropped the ball, because certain fighters can't afford a loss, because they may never get the opportunity to fight for that title again. And I said a half an hour ago, Fury does these things blatantly because he feels emboldened. He feels he can do anything and get away with it. And I just pointed out his past. Look what he has done. It's very checkered. It's very unsavory. It's very shady, to say the least. And well, Wilder, he was trying to be a nice guy, and he fast.
Right there.
He finished last, and because he gave him a shot, and now Fury stabbed him in the back by saying he'll never fight him again. So, I want Wilder to get another shot. If he loses, he loses. But I just want him to get a shot. And, sentimentally, I'm rooting for him, man. I'm rooting really, really hard, man. Sentimentally, I'm rooting really hard. I really want him to win. But I don't know how things going to turn out. This is why stipulations and contracts mean so much. Every T has to be crossed, and every I has to be dotted. Everything must be in place, especially in a big fight. Contracts are very, very important, because look what's happening to Wilder. So in the future, he'll be lucky to fight to get a Fury and Joshua fight. I'm not that confident, because I know what it is. It's a freeze out. That's what they're trying to do. Anybody agree with me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kurt, you on mute.
Yeah, I was finished. Somebody
Okay.
texted me, and I was just texting them back. That's all.
Yeah, so it's just man, it's the sport that we love, man, but it don't love us. That's what my coaches used to tell us in football all the time. We love football. Football don't love us.
Boxing is a dirty game. I could tell you for the next hour all the dirt that I done seen in boxing. Promoters eating with judges a week before the fight. Everything. I done seen it all. shady decisions where I remember a fight real quick, Azuma Nelson and Jesse James Leha, where they announced the winner, which was Azuma Nelson, and 5 minutes later they told they
Uh-huh.
they they said he didn't win.
Yep. Yep.
There was a mistake on the scorecard, and I think it was a draw. They gave the fight to Leha. I mean, you can't write this stuff. I done seen it all, man. You know, the pattern, the gloves with Resto, and so many. It's boxing just dirty, man.
It is. It is. It is. Salute to brother Bo One in the super chat once again. He said Fury is here because AJ wanted no smoke. That's how we got here. Yep, that's true too. He said one day we'll see. Salute to one day we'll see in the super chat. 30 million with automatic winner of the Fury Joshua is no loss for Wilder if that's what the courts decide. I agree with that as well. I agree with that as well. You know, but it's man, it's just like Kurt said, it's unsavory, man. It's just like it's just we should just be able to get the fights that we deserve, and everybody should be able to get what they deserve. You know, the fighters should be able to get what they deserve. You know, he's in position where he should be getting his fight with Deontay Wilder. I mean, with Tyson Fury, that they constantly agreed upon. But the fans are okay with maneuvering until it's their fighter. When it's their fighter, that's going to change. Salute to my brother D Blair the Flair in the super chat once again. He said they're about to block out Wilder the same way they're doing the GOAT, Clarissa Shields, and want to do the Charlos. History repeats itself. Yep. BMR Part 2. That's a fact. Yeah, look what you know what? That's something I wanted to ask you guys about too. Clarissa Shields can't get a fight. All the more music. Salute my brother in Super Chat. He said everybody talking about the commission checks everything. It looks like the commission are in on it. Yeah, we see that with old Shaquille Foster. They agreed. We saw that with Floyd Mayweather with Marcos Maidana. They was gonna let that go until Floyd Mayweather tried. The commission standing right there. Floyd Mayweather trying on the gloves said there ain't no padding in here. Everybody, Floyd Mayweather Sr., Leonard Ellaby, Floyd Mayweather Jr., and the commission is just going to sign off on it. So that tells us everything we need to know. Agree to disagree TV. My brother in the super chat said Wilder wins his next 2 fights. He should be mandatory in one of the 4 sanction bodies. Will they be able to run from him then? Oh, they could do whatever they want to do. We see we see how everything is being operated. But that's why I said if this is the case and this proves to be true, then hopefully he goes ahead and if this true and this holds up and this stands the way is looking like, if it plays out this way in this manner, they fight Alexander Usyk, fight Dillian White, and that removes them out of the equation. Now you're the mandatory in 2 sanction bodies, just like we have a case where Sean Porter is the mandatory for the WBO and the WBC. He gonna get an opportunity one of these ways, some which way. Sean Porter gonna get his opportunity. You know what I mean? He gonna get his opportunity. So but it's just disheartening, man, that this is the case. This should never be the case, man. But it is. But what's your thoughts on that, Renee? Do you think that what you think if this holds up, Renee? What you think should be his next move
with Wilder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think his best move is just to go and fight, Usyk or Dillian White. Just again reiterating, or just to add to that, as far as what Curtis and Stormy B, man, it popped up to mind. Even recent examples, it looks like Gary Russell, controversially has also been frozen out. Rigondeaux, Ortiz, King Kong Ortiz, right? It looks like even Devin Haney, to a certain extent, is being, you know, frozen out from an opportunity to go ahead and fight Teofimo for that, you know, quote unquote undisputed status. We already know that, you know, and Haney's being, you know, kicked to the curb with that belt. I mean, it's just crazy, you know what I mean? And it looks like definitely it's, oh, Clarissa Shields. I just made a video about her also. She just went live, right? I don't want to sidetrack or anything, but it does connect. She just went live on it.
That's what I was asking about.
Yeah.
I was tying that into it.
Yeah, I mean, she just went live on Instagram, you know, with her promoter, and her promoter was right there, you know, to attest to that. You know, it's the networks that aren't giving her opportunities to fight, and it makes you think and wonder, like, why? Because she mentioned in that, you know, Instagram live, she said, you know what, she pulled in approximately 400,000 viewers. You know, and when she fought Clarissa, when she fought Christina Hammer, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, she pulls in numbers. And, you know, the question mark over her head is, you know, why the heck aren't they, you know, the networks accepting me? She even mentioned them, ESPN, DAZN, PBC, or what have you, you know, other networks. I don't remember all the networks she mentioned, but, you know, she definitely deserves a shot. And why are they freezing her out? You know what I'm saying? It's a big question. While they're the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And Clarissa Shields, and she even said to the extent of that women, I think she said women fighters, or just women in general, you know, in the business of the sport of boxing, should, you know, unite together and make a network on their own, you know? So with Clarissa Shields, it looks like she's also being frozen out, and coincidentally, they're all of dark complexion, right? I mean, isn't that, you know, I just don't, it's just, you know, the sport of boxing is a love-hate relationship between fans and the sport. You know what I'm saying? We love it. We love the entertainment. We love the action and, you know, the heart that fighters bring, the glory they bring, you know, fighting for legacy, et cetera, et cetera. But at the same time, we hate it. At the same time, we hate it. You know what I'm saying? Some fighters cheat, get slaps on the wrist, corruption, which is Curtis just mentioned a moment ago, judges, you know, sitting with promoters or what have you. I mean, it's just, we love it and we hate it at the same time. And I just think, you know, just to conclude and to answer that question, man, Wilder I think he should just go and fight, man. Go and fight Usyk and go and fight, you know, White. But one of the comments there in the super chat shouts out, you know, mentioned that he should go and, you know, beat the two mandatories or what have you, and then go and fight AJ and Fury. But by that time, Fury probably right off in the wind retired, man. You know, something's telling me that, you know, just like I said before, AJ Fury, they're not going to want the smoke. And between two fights, a lot can happen. If Wilder goes and decides to fight Usyk to get Usyk out the way, and then he goes and fights White to get him out the way, who's to say these sanctioning bodies aren't going to throw another, you know, out of nowhere, out of the thin air, mandatory to Wilder and say, no, you got to do this, Wilder. You got to do this. You can't face the, you know, for the undisputed yet. Not yet, Wilder. Kind of like what they're doing with these other names we just mentioned. So horrible situation, man, but I definitely do hope the best. I got to get going, Blue Blood, man. Thank you so much for, you know, the invitation. Love you guys, man. Thanks so much, Curtis, Storm B, man, Blue Blood, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much, man, for giving me the privilege and honor to be on here, man.
No doubt, Renee.
See you later. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. JX, salute JX in Super Chat. He said, unless Fury gets stripped, I don't think Wilder will get another chance. That's a strong possibility, man. Salute to my brother G Al, dropping that $500 on your boy Blue, man. He said Fury knows he's getting knocked out if they have the trilogy fight with Wilder. Boxing is definitely on the low rate towards African-American fighters, and it's been this way for years. They don't want Wilder to be great. Blessings, Blue. Keep going. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you 1,000%, man. Yeah, man. They definitely, man. This is and G out. This is from the beginning of time, though.
Absolutely.
This is from the beginning.
I could say this, Blue, that this is one of the reasons why I studied the history. My father set me down as a 7-year-old kid and told me about all these great black fighters that you may not have heard of, like Obie Walker, Al Walker, Bill Martin, Joey Hicks, Lee Anderson. People be like, who are you talking about? These are fighters you would never hear again. That was the second wave of Black Murderers Row. They couldn't get chances. You know, it was so bad that, you know, they split championships. They created the black and colored champions. So when you talk about how many world champions has it been black, you have to, there's a caveat. You have to add the black and colored championships into the fray. And these are fighters like the great Charlie Burley. He was never given a chance. He was cheated. And he was a great fighter, man. He was Charlie, for those who don't know, Charlie Burley was a mixed between James Toney, Roy Jones, and Pernell Whitaker. He was great. Archie Moore said the best fighter he ever fought. Eddie Futch said the best fighter he ever saw. He was a welter and middleweight. He was never given a chance. It's a shame. It's a shame that all these fighters was never given the opportunity to fight for a championship. That's why I do my history. One of the reasons. And the same thing's happening with Wilder. You know, that's why I said he couldn't afford to lose, and because something like this will happen. Because they're trying to shut the door on him. And now the door is closed, and he got to go through an obstacle course just to get a title shot. And a title shot he may not get unless a title happens to be vacant. And nothing has changed in the turn of the century. Nothing.
And
there is
that's
one silver lining.
Hold on 1 second, Stormy. Clayton Smith, Bella Brittany, peace and blessings. Bella Brittany, peace and blessings, Queen. The stream and salute. And my thing is this: go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terence Bailey Sr. My thing is this, right? It's like he's the champion. He lost his belt, and that's it. When does that ever happen? When does that happen? He's the champ. He lost the belt. He don't get the no more opportunities, and he got a rematch clause. He got a rematch clause. He's the champ. He lost the belt, and that's it. And everybody just want to write it off. Stephen Taylor, salute. Everybody just want to write it off. Silver Luger, salute. We just want to write it off. He's the champ. Successfully defended the titles 10 times. Held it for 5 years. Lose one fight, and that's it. Go ahead, Stormy.
No, I was going to say there is a silver lining in this, and it would have to require Wilder going against the grain. Now, how do you turn a lemon into lemonade? Peep game. History always lays the tracks. Wilder should go on a bum hunt. Get busy. Fight 3 to 5 times in a calendar year. Doesn't have to be in 2021, but between 2021 and 2022, 3 to 5 fights. Let them be guys of obscure names and obscure places. Go around the world. Let some people see you on another soil. Do it. Why? Because he was the champion of the world. There are people that have never seen him before. They've only heard stories. This is how you turn lemon into lemonade. Go on some foreign soil. Knock some favorite guys from hometowns out into the laps of their families. This is how you make the media and the fanfare look up and say, dang, well, we thought he was going away. Man, he done fought 3 times already. He done fought 4 times already. They need to let this guy back in there. We want to see him against the so-called champ. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There is a way to turn it around, but you got to want it. And Wilder, who was at one point a very frequent fighter, if he wants to get this, if he really wants it that bad, sometimes you got to roll your sleeves up and stick your hand in the mud and get a little dirty to get the jewel. You understand? Mm-hmm. So there is ways to turn this around. You don't have to go into the net that they've put out there for you.
Mm-hmm. Climb high, salute. Aleem Nassar, Brandon Adam Perry, the streamer, KBM, Tone Bangers, PA Player, salute. What's good with y'all, man? Tunnel Vision, what's good? John T, Mel Rose, Deacon 305, what's good with you, Deacon? The One, salute. Troy Battle, Lee Audio, CBG 3000, salute. John T, salute. Extraordinary, Comic Junkie, salute. We got the Deacon, Triple OG in the building. What's good? Andrew Rant Bendorf, salute. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. That makes perfect sense. You know, and he have the opponents. There's opponents out there. There's opponents because we know he gonna knock him out anyway.
Right. And I'd like to ask Kurt. Kurt, what do you think of that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree because I don't like a fighter to wait for another fighter to put his career on hold. No matter if it's domestically, he stay busy or go around the world. More than likely, it'd be domestically. I just want Wilder to stay busy because of his age, and eventually, my belief, one of the titles would become vacant. And if he doesn't get Fury and Joshua in the ring, you know, we the fans, we know that's why we have a platform so we can critique fighters who duck and don't want to give other certain fighters opportunities. But I would want Wilder to stay busy.
You know what? I would like to fight Luis Ortiz. I mean, excuse me, Andy Ruiz Jr. Fight him in Texas. Huge fan base, Mexican fan base. Fight him in Texas. If he could, I would fight Alexander Usyk in the UK. You know, make those are statements. You get an opportunity to make a statement. I'll fight him in the UK because he ain't going to scorecards anyway with them, so he ain't got to worry about the judges, and that ain't happening anyway. Fight Alexander Usyk in the UK. Fight Andy Ruiz. You know, because I don't know how realistic he could fight Andy Ruiz in Mexico. I don't know how realistic that is, but fight Alexander Usyk in the UK, Andy Ruiz in Dallas, Cowboy Stadium. That's a huge fight, right? Because the opponents is there. I'll fight Dylan White and smash the like button. Get the likes up. I'll fight Dylan White in the UK. Smash that like button. How many likes we got? Smash the like button. JT, salute. My brother JT in the super chat. He said, time for Wilder to press charges is black BMR. Again, everyone supporting this is purposely disfranchising black fighters, especially these unbiased hanging around. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Smash that like button, my peoples. How many likes we got? How many likes we got? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up to 2K. Yeah, that's what I would do. But Kurt, I want to start with you, Stormy. Clarissa Shields and her situation. What you think about it?
I think it's disgraceful that she had to even consider.
Stormy, you breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think it's just disgraceful that she has to consider going over to another sport to garner the economic means that she feels that she represents and everything, and that the sport that she thrived in and was so successful in is not showing her the proper love or respect. You know, they got that woman over in the UK, Katie Taylor, and they pump her like she was, the best thing since sliced bread. And she can't hold a candle to what Clarissa has achieved in her career. But if she's able to do this and be successful, more power to her. I am not hating on her decision. I back what she wants to do, and I wish for her to be successful. But it's just a disgrace again, because she's basically, we know what this is, and we're seeing it so much that it has not only seeped through the vein of men's boxing, it's now trickled over into women's boxing. Because dare we try to forget Franchon Cruz Discern and what she came through? How long it took them to give her title back? I mean, boxing, the sport that we profess to love, has so many black eyes. I don't even think it's black eyes anymore. It's fractured cheekbones and everything, because orbital bones, because just look at it for what it really is. The sport really could use a makeover. And I think that that starts with us, the way that we discuss it, the way that we represent it and talk about it, and don't pull the punches. The ugliness has to be stated. That doesn't mean that our love for it goes away or wanes. It just means that, hey, warts and all, you know, because when it comes down to it, you look at it, until these things are tweaked, fixed, rectified, you have to take the good with the bad. But the bad exists and we have to be talked about. And that includes the personalities who cover the sport so-called professionally on the networks and the apps and things like that, because they're disgraceful, because they allow this to continue. Remember, even though everyone was feeling like something fishy was going on from the second Wilder Fury fight, those guys didn't want to touch it. Didn't want to touch the subject away, just totally ignored it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Franchon Cruz Discern lost her title inappropriately and everything, they didn't want to touch that.
Mm-hmm.
But these are facts. We have to talk about these things because they're right there. You cannot deny them. But even with all that being said, when you hold people accountable, there may be a little press back or whatever, but eventually you get what you want. Look at how they tried to come up with this narrative that Wilder had gave an excuse that his suit was too heavy and stuff like that, because they were looking for something to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we turn the heat up and say, listen, why aren't you guys covering what you should be covering? And you're talking about stuff like that. That statement didn't come out of the Wilder camp. That was just something that someone put out there that you couldn't even find it being repeated.
Mm-hmm.
But you made it a narrative because you wanted something. And that's why he didn't grant you any interviews or anything. When he was quiet, you were questioning that. When he did speak, you question that. So you can't have it both ways. You know what I mean? And that's why they need to be held accountable. We have to talk about it, warts and all. But the sport will move forward. But how smoothly it'll move forward, I think, rests heavily on platforms like yours, Blue, mine, the shows and stuff that Kurt helps participate in. We have to talk about these things and be earnest. It's not about my feelings. It's about what's actual and what's factual. You know what I mean? And I don't think at any point in this discussion we have been off of facts at all.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Salute to Stallion Triple X. My brother Paul Ruffin in the super chat. He said, "Fear the Black Planet, Blue Blood. That's what it is." Salute to my brother Paul Ruffin in the super chat, man. Appreciate you 1000%. We have hold on. We had another one I missed. There we go. Time for a while to press. Oh, we got that one. Taylor Bell, salute to my brother Taylor Bell in the super chat. He said boxing needs a sanctioned body of some sort overseeing the sport of boxing and all its fighters in a whole. And I agree 1000%, bro. But what's your thoughts on it, Kurt? Leon Robinson, salute. Smash that like button, man. How many likes we got? Smash the like button. How many likes we got? Let me know how many likes we got. Smash the like button. Go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, what he meant to say is boxing needs a federal commission so they can look over all the sanctioning bodies and correct boxing's wrongdoing. But that's not going to happen. because the sanctioned bodies don't want to be policed. It's too much power to give up. So that's not going to happen. Senator McCain tried to do it, and he passed, and he was mysteriously stopped. It would have been one by now. Every sport has a federal commission, soccer, football, that looks over, the dirty tricks, I call it, and the wrongdoing, but not boxing, because the sanctioning bodies, they want that power so they can control what's going on. They can control boxing. The fighters paying these outlandish sanctioning fees, and whatever they can do, whatever they want. So boxing is an unpoliced sport, and it runs rogue. It can do whatever it wants as we go along, as we talk about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. That's just one of many um, examples. So it's a dirty, dirty business.
Mm-hmm. Speaking Mind Sports Talk in the super chat, he said, "Well said, my brother. Salute to you." Deacon 305, Triple OG. He said, "Blue Blood, Stormy, and the great pound for pound mind, Kurt. Salute to the Kings. Great show, Blue. Salute to you, Deacon, man. Blessings to you and your family. I know you're going through a bit of a tough time again." Yeah, smash that like button. Bella Brittany said we got 1.6. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes to 2K, man. Smash the like button. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash it. Get it up to 2K. Alex Morris, salute. Yeah, man. I think that Clarissa Shields definitely should be in a position to get big fights.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Now I'm sorry, I have to cut in. Katie Taylor ain't that good, man. And they talk about her like she's Cynthia Rothrock or something. Like she a superhero. I've seen her lose. She lost to, what's that girl name? Ponsoon, something like that. I like her better than Taylor. I thought Ponsoon beat her in the first fight, and she's nowhere near Clarissa Shields. But look how they doing Clarissa Shields. So, like I said, man, the history repeats itself. And listen, if I have a favorite fighter, no matter what based on personal reasons, if he or she loses, they loses. My life doesn't stop. But I just want things to be fair on the up and up. It's like they have the powers that be. They have this mantra that if you can't beat them, we're going to beat them different way. This is why I always bring up Floyd Mayweather, because you know why, Blue? Watching boxing for 47 years, and this is including Sugar Ray Robinson and Muhammad Ali. There has never been a fighter who KO boxing like Floyd has, who control everything from soup to nuts. That it has never been a fighter that held all the cards, who never lost. That's why the establishment hates Floyd. It's not he was boring. They used that as a tool. It was because the control that he had over boxing for many years. He held all the trump cards.
And anyone with the potential that can emulate anything close to him, they're holding that back as well. So it's not repeated. You can name the names: Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, even Gary Russell Jr. to a degree. There's talent, the Charlos. Look at how these men are being set to the side because they do not want someone to control, like Kurt just said, in the manner that Floyd did. And what Floyd was able to do was he controlled the economics. And that's what's most despised.
Yep. Iron Eagle, my brother in the super chat, he said, "Forget all the belts, make the big money. Wilder versus Ruiz, big fight." Yeah, that's a huge fight. The Real McCoy, salute. Yeah, smash that like button, man. Get the likes to 2K. And then you got the sanction bodies. So I'm gonna text you guys a name. that I'm going to talk about because the name didn't want to be revealed. But I'm gonna text it to both of you guys so we know, everybody on the panel, we know who we're talking about here. But this particular name, he stated that you know, he knows that the boxing, he did an interview yesterday, and he stated that he knows that the sanction bodies are pretty much corrupt, is what he said, right? But he said that he don't want to talk about it because he's still participating within the sport and he's still relevant. So he don't want, you know, he don't want to be, you know, he don't want it to blow back on him, essentially. So he was asked about the situation with, you know, the how the WBC operates with the franchise titles, so on and such. And he stated he don't want to be. Did you guys get the text I sent you guys?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So he did it. He did an interview yesterday, and he went on and on about how pretty much they'll hold it against him. So he wanted to keep his comments to a minimum and to himself, and that's what's the problem. If you know that's a problem, right? So essentially, what you're saying is, it's not me, so I'm not worried about it, right? I just don't want it to be me, and that's wrong because you could gather up your brothers and just listen, man. Listen, we need to come together because you are the product. You are the one that's putting your life on the line when you're stepping through those ropes. You are the product. Let it be. So if that's the case, if they're gonna hold you back, okay, band together with your brothers, everybody, band together and say, listen, man, this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. They will have to stop because you are the product. There is no boxing without you and the fans.
You'd rather die on your feet than live on your knees. Always remember that.
Right. And that's what the problem is, man. Jafari Caesar, my brother in Super Chat, they wanted Wilder and Shield not to have the belts. This is a fact. And so how do you know there's an issue? You know there's an issue. Just your statement alone let us know that there's an issue. You know there's an issue. And then he also stated, well, if Deontay Wilder, he was asked about the gloves, and he said, well, I'll say this. If Deontay Wilder did suffer some sort of injuries in the fight, then I'll have to say there's something shady there. Other than that, I don't know. And then it was told him, yeah, well, he did suffer injuries. Then he said, well, yeah, I definitely have to say it's something shady. But he don't, it's we got a lot of fence playing. Because everybody's scared to just everybody's hesitant to just say what it is. That's the problem within the sport of boxing. And my thing is this: when you look at guys like Patrick Day and his family have to endure that every day, this sport is already dangerous in itself. And then you I looked at Leon Spinks. They taking him around to different hotels, and I gather that has to be for money. And I know you guys, as historians, like you guys tell me, like Joe Louis, and he had to be a doorman. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, they call that a greeter.
Right. Come on. But yeah, man, that's what that particular boxer did an interview yesterday. And clearly, he don't want to be, I thought that was. I'm like, wow. When he said that, it gave me goosebumps, man. Truly did, because it's like there's an issue, but you don't want to ruffle no feathers because you said I'm still relevant, I'm still active in the sport, so I ain't gonna say nothing. Wow, that's huge. But good, man. Any last words? Let's get up out of here, man. Any last words for you, Stormy?
I just want to say thanks for having me on, man. It was a great stream, great conversation. and I was more than happy to be a part of that and participate. Salute to everybody that's out there in the chat. Thank you for the couple of folks that subscribe to the channel. And anytime, Blue, you need me to come on and be a part of what you're doing, I'm more than willing. I respect your platform and what you got going over here, and I know how to keep it clean. But yeah, I really enjoy being a part of this discussion. I feel that it's a conversation that needed to be had and needs to be taken even further, more with the proper mindset. So salute to everybody. Salute to Kurt. Salute to you, Blue. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B, man. Drop the link in the chat, Stormy, so they could click on the link. My brother Kurt Anderson, let's get us up out of here, Kurt.
Yes, indeed. What a conversation, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is true, raw, unadulterated boxing talk. We don't curse on this channel. A couple of people have, but we, excuses for that.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be on the channel where there's integrity and professionalism because I take boxing very seriously. And I'm not a serious person. I'm a clown, ask my wife, but I am. I joke all day and night, but
right.
I take boxing seriously, man. Blue, you're doing your thing, when I first got on the channel, man, I forgot the guy's name who suggested I'll be the co-host, but that was a great idea.
It was General Squalls.
General Squalls, there you go. And it's been great ever since, man. It's a platform where we can talk about the injustices of boxers and boxing and the crooked, corrupt sanctioning bodies. But all in all, I want to thank the chat, for participating. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for your support, your questions. You guys give me a lot of accolades, man. And I thank you for that from the bottom of my heart. Thanks, Stormy. Me and Stormy got a show. Check out the Three Wise Men's on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And LDBC and as a whole, we're doing it, man. And all the channels, too many to mention, but we're doing big things, man. And we got some fights coming up next week, the week after that, every weekend starting next week. We got some fights, so enjoy the fights, man. My name is Curtis Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, and I will see you on Monday.
Yes, sir. There go General Squalls right there. Salute, General Squalls.
Oh, there you go. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, General. Break it there. That means General in Patois. But thank you very much for suggesting that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was a great move. Salute to my brother Sherman Bray. Salute General Squalls in the super chat. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Hey, Blue.